Busy, your teeth look so beautiful.
I've been going to the dentist.
Oh my gosh, they look so great. Okay, guys, sorry we made you wait.
It's no we. It was me.
Busy fell asleep. I
I
think
did.
you spoke at a Pride event tonight. Is
I
that what
did.
happened?
I
Okay,
did.
so
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that. Thank you guys for waiting. And just so you know, this is the Super Chat Extravaganza. And much like the creators we parody, we will not be going any further with our talent until we see it rain down on us.
Rain down on me. Let your money fall like raindrops rain. 20s give us
Hey,
some
kiddo.
money. Let your love just shower. Let us rain. Some 50s.
Fitty, 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 fitty.
Sometimes our talent just can't be made until the
Rain.
money touches our souls.
And
Okay.
also,
Who is this?
that's
White?
Vera. You don't remember Vera?
Remember?
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Karma Kath. We got 5 on it.
Hey.
Hey, all right. Renee with the sticker. Okay, now we can buy it. We got to get out and get some, math, something. What are we getting tonight? What are we getting tonight?
Let's get some math.
Allegedly.
So no, it's the end of Pride month, so it was just like it was a secret social. It was a silent dance party. And we just got a chance to talk about being so proud and just being gay. Be who you are for your pride. But nothing special. Nothing special.
All right. Well, good, Busy. Okay, yes. Extra Klonopin, you guys. We got to see it rain down on
Mm.
me. Karma Kath put 5 on the Klonopin. Thank you so much. We missed you guys. Stone. Oh my God. I feel the Kalani's hitting me right now.
What is a Kalani?
The Klonopin. The
What is that?
Kalani's. It's like Xanax, but Xanax hits you boom, and Klonopins are a little slower release.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some people in the saga we cover, we're talking about popping Kalani's. Joy Ann, thank you so much. Make it rain. Rain. Make it rain, rain. Was that good?
Make it rain. Make it rain.
This is me.
You got excited.
This is COVID Joleen. Okay, so I had COVID, then I was on vacation, busy. He's busy. He's
I'm
important.
so upset with you.
Why? For
How
getting COVID?
dare you get COVID?
I know.
We've
I
been
know.
so great.
I
And
know.
then here you go at the end of
And
COVID.
some of the hags or ex-hags, I should say, were in Vegas and they got COVID too, I heard. So hopefully they get well soon.
Wow, it was way too late for them.
Get well soon. But they were there at the same time I was there. And I was like, oh, I hope I
Oh,
don't see
see, that's
anybody.
what happened. You got to be
We
very
were
careful.
all partying together.
Licking the same bus stop.
We were licking all the door handles, all the nickel slots. Me and Heidi Black were licking all the nickel slots.
Oh, if you were there at the same time as her, you definitely got it.
We have so much to talk about. Okay, Shyla, thank you so much. Oh my God, Jay Kiddo comment. Jay Kiddo is really, we're going to share our Kalani's with you. Jay Kiddo, you are really picking up the slack because I don't know if you know, but the Brown Finger Cottage Boy, he got a G. He got a G, my G.
No, he did. For when and where?
Because he chicken scratched and he got a G and he threatened self-harm, but not self-harm. He threatened the other thing, the major life. The end of life.
He didn't.
Yeah, and someone sent him a G because Cody can't work. Chody can't work. What do you expect Chody to work?
That's a lie. That cannot be true.
Thank you, Sly.
Talent,
I know.
Ish.
I can't stand the rain in my window. I can't stand the rain. Is that good?
Can you stand the rain?
Oh,
you know for sure storms will come.
Different era. And thank you, Sly. Oh my God, we're gonna make it rain. So many Kalani's on our tongues.
I didn't know the hags went to Vegas. Yep, that's how Joleen got it.
Same time as me. And they all followed me around and tried to make out with me. It was weird. And I was like, you guys know. And they're like, we've been big fans. I go, I know.
Yeah.
Ben knew. I knew.
It's a fact. Like it's a fact that that's how she got
Dollar bills, y'all. Thank you, Elsa. Oh my God, Elsa. Into the unknown of our brains with the Klonopin. I can't sing as much because it's, COVID. I got COVID. Okay, so where do you want to start? I'm uploading a video.
Okay.
I do have a couple. Oh my God, there's just so much. Okay, where did we leave off? So I was going on vacay. Before vacay, Squirrel Girl, The Nurse, Ann and Momo, and JY were running that sector. Okay.
Girl, barely. Okay, let's start with I'm thirsty.
Oh, attendance call. Oh, we got to do an attendance call. Okay. Sassy Nerd Girl saying, ex-Hags, they're done with him. Well, it's about time. I mean, it took long enough, so I'm not going to give anybody any props here. It wasn't until, he was racist to Heidi Black that she was like, he might be racist. And we were like, he's racist. Also, Heidi Black, you owe Busy an apology. And you got to get on that because it's taking
very much so. Oh, I'll never get over it. I will always be on her ass. Her and that lady Monica who showed her face because she was trying to show ribs. I will always be on their ass. They disrespected me to no level, and then try to change it to the blame to a pregnant Hispanic.
I know everyone is saying Cheryl owes us an apology. She doesn't. It's Heidi Black. Heidi Black owes us an apology. Here's an attendance call. Heidi Black, you still got time. Draft up that email. Pick some food out of your teeth. Eat it. Drink some red wine. Hit a nickel slot and start typing. Attendance call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? Attendance call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? Just kidding, it's stale and only I get paid.
Hey.
All right. Let us know what you're sipping on and where you are watching from. Oh my God, Julie BC Canada. Thank you for the Canadian bucks. Oh, the Kalani. It's busy. Let's get some ASMR. I couldn't wait. So I'm sipping on LaCroix and Diet Coke. And I already opened up.
I am doing the ultimate sin, and I don't care.
Okay.
I have found a new love.
What?
And a specific flavor.
Is it like me? I've traded to LaCroix, and this is my specific flavor?
Yes.
Oh my God. LaCroix is our new sponsor. That's so exciting. We've missed you too, Carolyn.
It's not LaCroix.
It's AHA. Oh, I love AHA. Let's get, you know what? But AHA's sponsors are already the girls from Pen 15, I believe. The women. So they need us. That looks good.
It's my favorite one. So my problem with AHA's is that I feel like it's
we started on AHA's. I did.
Carbonation with a little bit of water in it. It's like it's so I burp the whole time drinking it, but the flavor, it's almost like there's aspartame in it. Aspartame in it.
Oh, aspartame. Mm-hmm.
There cannot not be sugar or something in here. It's so flavorful, but it's like the most carbonated drink ever.
Know that you're the one that got me on Bubly because I was an AHA LaCroix girl, and then you took me to the Bubly world, and I was like, oh,
because Bubly is better. Bubly is, but I will still defend Bubly. Bubly is better because Bubly is. It's such a good water. You can taste the water. It's really good. But it's these other ones that either have like so much carbonation or they're lying when they say they're flavored.
Mm-hmm.
AHA is one that is it's so much carbonation. My first sip, I'm burping, and it's like, why am I trying this? But
You're getting gas like Chody. Chody just sits in the cottage and blows it up.
You guys ready?
Ready. Make it crispy, Busy. Put your crispies in the chat. Thank you, Realification. For drugs and alcohol, do not spend on food or clothes. We will not. We will spend it on drugs and alcohol. That was not crispy.
It wasn't?
I don't think so.
Really?
No. That was like JY getting driven in a bloody car. Not crispy.
Oh!
Not crispy.
You know what it was?
You didn't turn it up. Oh my God. What is this? Maria and Anne's channel? What are we, failures?
It wasn't on the right one.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on. I'm gonna open it just on another can.
Ooh. Ooh, that was like urination. So crispy. It really was like plopping urines.
Sorry, guys, I wasn't on the right mic. Look, I just woke up. Give me grace.
I know we're giving you grace. And Sailor Moon is drinking Dr. Pepper in her sister's basement or attic. Sailor Moon, get your own place, okay? Do you want to go back to Chili's baby back ribs? Chili's baby back ribs, barbecue sauce. According to JY, Sailor Moon don't want to go back to Chili's. Baby, we're gonna rename Sailor Moon to baby back ribs. Baby back ribs.
Why? What's wrong with? Why is she not going to Chili's?
That was on the 12-hour rant. He was like,
Oh my God, I
let's
didn't
show
even
part
get
of it.
to watch that.
None of it.
0.
Oh my God. How many fucks does he give? A lot. And he was like, Sailor Moon, you don't want to have to go back to waitressing. And I just added Chili's because I like Chili's. But I feel like I could see Sailor Moon working at Chili's. I do. Like, you know, she'd be like, hey guys, what's up? Bless your heart, you guys. Bless your heart. You guys, we got Dr. Pepper on draft. Dr. Pepper on draft.
The fact that you added a name to the restaurant.
I love Chili's,
I
right?
cannot.
And Sailor Moon, like, whatever. Don't let him. At least Sailor, if you were a server, I was a server for many years.
Me
So
too.
don't let anybody hate on being a server.
I remember
This
we put that
dude-
raggedy ass restaurant that Joleen used to. We took a tour.
Right? We took a tour. And I love how they think that's a read. Someone having an actual job. Because apparently he had a job temporarily on the boardwalk.
With 1,000,000 degrees. Yeah.
But the degrees are stacked from the window to the wall. Like they're like from the rooftop to the floor. Like, do you ever put like things hung on your wall all the way to the floor?
No.
I don't think so.
I
2
don't
for
know.
20. That's Applebee's too. You could do Applebee's, Sailor Moon.
I
Okay,
hate
let's
all
all-
of those restaurants.
Let's all
Respectfully.
tweet at them and say, Sailor Moon, we're gonna get her there. We're gonna get her there. Don't worry
I
about it.
respectfully hate all
Okay.
of those restaurants.
We have so much to get to. Thank you.
So
guys.
when you
Okay.
guys say,
Yep.
there was a shift. Okay, so
Mhm.
I protected my peace and energy for the last month. Okay,
I know. I've been wondering with you because I'm like, I think maybe we should move on from these momos.
Girl, I had way too much. I was trying to change the world, and then at the work with all the work that I was doing, Supreme Court was like, guess what?
Oh, the Supreme Court. Boo, Clarence Thomas and Clarence Thomas's wife, Natalie M. I can buy and sell you. You should buy and sell your husband over to another country. Okay? Because we don't like Clarence Thomas.
I was doing so much. Oh, I was doing so much. And then so I wasn't paying attention to a lot. I came in and out at times. So the first time that I came back into any of the drama, any of the mess, it was because excuse me, it was because a young lady was like, I'm done. I have the right to talk about my experience.
Wait, was it Squirrel?
It was.
Oh my God. Where's my squirrel filter? I got to find it. Is this it? No. This
That's
it?
the hat.
No. That it? No.
Does it not just say squirrel?
That's it? This was Squirrel.
That's it. It was. That's what it was.
This is Brooke. There is Squirrel and or Coochie Cream. Coochie Cream, Coochie Cream, Coochie Cream. Wow.
No, sorry.
Here's what happened. Let me break it down. Squirrel Girl, she was talking mad jizz. Shiz and jizz, okay? Because all right, I told John. I said, John, you're my best friend. I love you. I'm hungry, okay? I'm hungry for you, John. Do you guys know that Cheryl threatened my husband? Apparently, Cheryl went live and she said, my husband has an endometriosis. No, it wasn't endometriosis. It was something that starts with an E. Does anyone know what it's called? When you're wanted by the po-po. She said he's wanted because my husband showed up. You missed it. Did you see the live, Busy? Did you see it?
No.
It's on Amber's channel before Amber said, fuck Reddit! Reddit! Now me and Amber are working together to fuck Reddit! Reddit! Okay. I showed up and I was like, listen, I had liver disease. I've had liver. I had cirrhosis stage 4. Okay, I was dying, but now I'm not.
What?
Then I went, yeah, because I WebMD'd it. They said I had a green stool. And that said cirrhosis. So I went out and told the internet, because that's what you do when you're sick. You tell everybody, you go, Reddit! I got stage 4 cirrhosis. It was so bad. Yeah, Lalaboo, it was stage 5. I died. And then I done myself up with my tiny eyebrows. And I brushed them off. And I said, Reddit! Okay, so here's what happened. My husband then, I was on Amber's channel. And I said, I did have it. And Cheryl said, no, you didn't, biatch. And I said, yes, I did. Reddit! What happened was they misdiagnosed me. Not my fault, okay? Cheryl was calling me out and she said, did your friend lie about having cancer? And I go, of course he did. So I admitted that John Yates lied about having cancer. And then my hot husband, the little guy with the mullet, he came in the back and he goes, hey, played Dr. Phil again. And then he went and got more wasted and wanted. Reddit! And then Cheryl said, you better stop, Mod 148, Mod Trash Can. Otherwise, I'm going to expose your husband. She said my husband's wanted. Yeah, by me and the slot machines. Reddit! I know it's because of Reddit. And I said, please, no, I called Amber and I said, no, Amber, remember when we were friends and then we weren't friends and we were friends again? Now we're not friends again? Can you do something about this? Stop, Cheryl! My husband's only wanted in my cat bed. Sometimes I push the cats off me and I let him touch my legs. My man, that's my man. He stood by me when I had pretend stage 4 cirrhosis.
You better stand beside him.
Okay, so she was like, I'm gonna call him. And I was like, no, Amber, no, Reddit. So I went to Reddit.
Okay.
And I attacked a bunch of the people there under my alt. And I reported stuff. And my husband is not wanted. So don't call. If you call, don't do it. Because clearly he's not wanted. Does he look like a guy who's wanted? He's little. He looks like the heterosexual John Yates. You know, that's why I love John. Because my husband is the heterosexual cottage boy.
Girl, bye.
And I said, I want a broker piece in my pants and with the cats. And I dug myself out of a pile of cats and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I was mad. Okay.
That's
so
a
that
broker
takes me to
piece.
Squirrel Girl. Okay. So Squirrely, I never liked her. I saved the animals. She doesn't run it. Only one of us can do this, Busy Blue. I think this deserves more super chat. I'm not going to say shit until we get a super chat or a cash app. Run!
Bring the squirrel. We broke her. Broke her piece.
I just want a broker piece in my pants. John put me in charge of his social media when he scratched his arms. And I put Jolene's name with Cheryl and Sailor Moon and Amber on his social media. And I said, you got what you wanted. Because I'll never forget Joleen, even though she was on vacation and doesn't give a shit about Reddit!
They were going, I don't understand. They were going in on you, lady.
It's because they're jealous. I mean, we're jealous of her. Run up! Run up! You think Jolene's husband's cuter than mine? Run up!
We don't know. I don't know what her husband looked like.
I can't get these cats off me. Ah! Meow, 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 meow. Run up! Do you know I lost? My husband was wanted. I lost him in a pile of cats for 2 years.
Ooh, excuse me.
In our tiny house. We had a tiny house before tiny houses were tiny houses. Run it! I deactivated, then I reactivated, then I deactivated, then I reactivated just to check a DM, Reddit. And you were on me. Excuse me. I don't smoke, but I might have stage 4 cirrhosis of the lungs, Robert. Okay, so yeah, I had to check a DM. So I'm not back, but I'll be back, but I'm not back. Okay, I'm back, but I'm not back. You're back. We're back. Who's here? Who's here? Right? Thank you, sassy nerd girl. Why'd you change over to the dark side, sassy nerd girl? You used to love John like me. Run! Okay, so like I can't find the squirrel thing, so I'm gonna just tell it like I was the squirrel thing. Is this the squirrel thing? No, that's something else.
You're
okay,
Canadian.
Is this the squirrel thing? No, that's not the squirrel thing. Okay, where is the, oh, I found it. Okay. Wait, no, that's not the squirrel. Okay, no, I might have to. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited you guys are here. Oh my god. So, okay, here's what happened. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So here's the thing. I don't even care. Okay. So like my dot left me. I don't know if you know this, Busy. Thank you so much for talking to me, by the way, because I thought we were best friends. And then you went online with Joleen and were like, I wasn't her best friend, but I did message you and you did say thank you. So that's like best friends.
That's true. I apologize.
Sorry, I'm a COVID squirrel. Okay, anyways, so here's what happened. Okay, so my dot, oh my god, my dot. So many things were going on, okay? Like, you know, the parodies were happening. Obviously, you know, because you guys were doing them. But anyways, I didn't appreciate being involved in them, but I don't really care if you guys parody me. Like, I do not even give a shit. Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't, excuse me, Kat, what are you doing, Buttercup? You know better than to be up there. Would you? They always do this. Every time I go live, my cats are like all over me. Do you guys know that I love Mike Tyson? I'm going to a Mike Tyson thing. Have you guys ever heard of Mike Tyson? He's like a big deal. But it's like not a big deal. It's like NBD, but whatever. Clark Kent, shut up! My husband. What are you doing, Clark? You know what Smelly Fish turned on me? Smelly Fish is a man also. And I knew that and I thought it was creepy, but I didn't tell you guys. But Smelly Fish is definitely a man. I don't know which man it is, but Housewives on YouTube stayed with me. But so now they're hating on Housewives on YouTube. But anyways, okay, so here's what I was. Okay, so I saw that John Nick. Okay, so JY, the cottage boy, or whatever. Okay, so Brooke, I'll get back to that. Okay, so he was talking, right? And he like went live and he tried to broker peace because apparently moderator 148 was like, oh, you got to make peace. So he had Terry Lynn, okay, her and her guns underneath her cushions. He had her up there, okay. And I was like, no, I'm an independent woman. All the women independent. Throw your cats up at me, you know. So I did that, you know, and dye your hair pink or whatever. So I dyed my hair pink and I thought on it and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna put up with this. I'm done. So I canceled all my subscriptions to everyone's channel and I canceled mine to yours a long time ago, Busy, because you again said that, you know, I thought we were dots, but then we weren't dots. And I was like, whatever, I'll find a new dot. So I went back to Brooke and Brooke, January or whatever 9th happened when I had a mental health crisis. Nobody cared. Okay. So I was just like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. I can do it my own thing. Like, I don't care. Like now that I'm monetized and I can make money off this shit, like I don't need these people. Okay. So then my dot, I was like, why aren't you reaching out to me? Clearly I'm going through some stuff. Okay. And then he's talking to Terry Lynn and Terry Lynn is like my worst enemy. Okay. Like, well, I have a lot of worst enemies, but she's like one of my worst enemies. Oh my God, Valerie, thank you so much. Oh, that's not going to me. That's going to Busy, but whatever. You can hit me up on mine. Okay. So I made like $1,000 last month. It was like big. Also, I'm really offended because Busy and Joleen said that I only had to give $10. Well, you're Busy. Only had to give $10 to the family. You know, when last stream you guys said all this stuff. It was so rude. And so, well, that's like so rude. Anyways, okay, whatever. Oh, we have a customer. I love you, customer. Buttercup, what are you doing? Are you jealous of the squirrels? Stop it. Get down. Tuna melt sandwich. What are you doing jumping up on me? All my cats are jumping up on me. Oh my God, do you want to see them? My screen's broken, by the way. It's being held up by a cardboard box. We don't even look about that. Clark Kent's going to send me a new one because he's my husband. But anyways, okay, so here's what happened. All right, so then the dot. Okay, so Brooks was my best friend, my best fucking friend. And I stuck up for her for the parodies. And she was freaking out. She would call me on the phone. She'd be like, oh, wait, I have to do like a Texas thing because she's like from Texas or something. I don't know. Like her husband, like they're not doing as well as I said they were doing, but I like covered for her so many times. It's not even so ridiculous. Okay, so she would call me. She'd be like, they're just doing the parodies again. I'm drunk. I need Gatorade. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to bat for you. So I went to bat for her, and I did so much for my dot, and I loved her. And she wouldn't text me back. 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 I didn't hear from her for like ever. Busy. Okay. like the last text I got, okay, so I was like messaging her, like, I need you, I need you, I need you. You're my best friend. You're my 53-year-old best friend. Like, I love you, I love you, I love you. Nothing. Then all of a sudden she texted me and she was like, just so you know, Johnny Yates is going live. And you know what that means? That means I have to get offline. That means that he's going live, so I have to get offline. I was like, oh, you have time to watch him, but you don't have time to call your best friend back. Why he's talking to my mortal enemies through Mortal Kombat? Like, please, okay, please, Sally Jesse Raphael. I do not have time for that. So I was like, I was like, no. Let me say, yeah. So I said, no. And Clark can call me, and he was like, here's the thing, I will offer him some kind of rehab. I think Clark like offered him rehab or something, but then Mod One for Hate said, no, he didn't. He offered something else. But Mod One for Hate is like a liar. And I have way more cats that I get buried in than she gets buried in. So I don't even know what she's talking about. Like, I've nursed cats with my own breast. She hasn't. She says she has, but she really hasn't. She tried to do it with her clitoris. That doesn't work the same. I don't know if you know how the body works, okay? But your urethra is pretty close to your clitoris. And I also had to teach her how to wipe because she didn't know how to wipe properly. It was so ridiculous. But anyways, okay. So then we totally fell out. And then Brooke got online and she was like, oh, guess what? My whole family had diarrhea and we diarrheaed all over the place. And there was just diarrhea city and I was swimming in diarrhea and I could not get back to you. Apparently all the people had it, even the new dog Timber, because I told her my dog, I'm not like a real person. I'm not a follower. So I told her, I was like, here's the thing. You need to not get that puppy from a puppy mill because you need to get a rescue. But I had her back even when she went to the puppy mill. And guess what? Timber got sick. Sure. And I told everybody about it. And she went off and she had to go fix Timber because she got it from not a reputable breeder. She got it from a puppy mill. Okay. So I'm going to put it out there because you didn't call me back, Brooke. You didn't call me back. It's not my fault that I have to put it all out there. You did not call me back. Okay. So that's what happened. And then Timber's alive. Don't worry. It's like not dead puppy story, but whatever. Like I care. I like cats. But you know, and then she called Julie of all people. She called Mod One for Hate to help her with dogs. Clearly, I know about animals. I met one with the squirrels. Okay. The squirrels are very much like dogs. People don't know that because, you know, they walk on their upright. Well, maybe they walk on they walk on all fours sometimes, but then they can also walk on their feet. I don't know. I get that confused with the Chippendales, Chippendale Rescue Range, not the guys. Like, that's so gross. I like Mike Tyson. Okay, and I was gonna go to the Mike Tyson event, but I didn't go to the Mike Tyson event because it was like really hot outside, and I would have to walk, and then I would like melt off my face because apparently I had to put on a face, which is so ridiculous. But anyways, so my dad didn't call me. And I'm so sick of them. And they're haters. And Maria's a hater and Anne's a hater. And they said they're not going to fuck with me anymore. Well, I'm not going to fuck with them anymore. So you know, that's how that works, you know, because if one does to the one, one does to the other. And there you go. So now I don't have a dot. Well, I have Clark Kent because he's my husband. And he's like amazing. But Stinky Fish, like, is a total dude. Like I told you that, right? Like he's a dude. And I knew it was creepy, but I just let him into my chat. So now Jay was mad at me because I took a lot of his people. I poached them. And so he like went live for like 12 hours and he was like roasting me up. And people were like, don't roast her up. And it's like, he doesn't care about my mental health crisis. So why should I care about his mental health crisis? And I said, I don't really care. And I said, it doesn't really matter. And I said, it's probably not true because he said, mine's probably not true. And then he went on to say, I'm a liability. Can you believe that? He went live and he was like, I told all the girls before she was liable. I'm like, I'm a liability. There's no way I'm a liability. That is ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I'm like not a liability. I'm clearly very sound of mind, very sober, very like all the good stuff, you know, so I don't even know what they're talking about. But I stole most of his Canadians, which I think I'm pretty proud of. And I don't know if you heard this. Well, you'll probably hear it from Joleen, but both of the Kates left. UK Kate and regular Kate left his ass. So maybe you're doing something wrong, JY. Okay, like don't fuck with me. And also, Brooke, don't even try to call me. Okay, I don't care about. I've had diarrhea and I call my friends. In the midst of diarrhea, I call my friends. Sometimes when I have diarrhea, I call my friends because I want them to be there for me through my diarrhea. Maybe you don't understand what it's like to have friends, but I know what it's like to have friends. But clearly you don't know what it's like to have friends. So anyways, Clark, oh my God, Clark, what should I do next? But yeah, that's like, I think about it. That's like the meat and potatoes of it.
Right.
Do you have any questions?
I don't.
Okay. So now I don't care because I'm not writing for them. So you guys can't parody me anymore. So don't even think about parodying me anymore. But I don't care if you guys parody me. Like I could give two shits if you parody me. Hold on. I have to roll this blunt. Blunt. Roll. Smoke weed every day. I just love it. Oh my God. So good. It feels so good when it hits your lips. Oh, and they were trying to say, okay, so then Cody got online and then Chody was trying to say, oh, maybe she does crack. Because I did hear them huffing and puffing and sniffing and whiffing in the back, you know, and his finger is brown. And let me just say, like, I know all these things. And I was for him until he wasn't for me. Okay. So I'm like not the hero of this story, which a lot of people want to paint me as a hero of this story, but again, I'm not the hero of this story because I still co-signed his racism, misogyny, and all the problematic behavior that he did previously. But I was within the group and I got monetized during that time. And my dad was there. Like, what does it do with my dad is there? It's so ridiculous. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Like, I'm not a hero, but I'm kind of a hero. Like, I'm a hero to like some of the people that left him and came for me, but a lot of people just stick up for me, which I was surprised at my Paul. Like, I have a lot of Paul. Like, did you ever think about that? Like, I'm like Mike Tyson Punch Out, boom, 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 Paul. But don't talk about Mike Tyson Punch Out because there was a girl, her name was Jess, and she did an interview on Don't Tell Me to Tell the People, but you guys will probably talk about that later. And she mentioned Mike Tyson Punch Out, and then people were alluding to the fact that she might have been mentioning Cheryl, or she might have been mentioning Heidi Black, or she might have been mentioning somebody else. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that because it's not really really about me. But anyways, can you believe that John had teal on and my dad still hasn't called me? Like, she said she didn't want beef. Well, you got beef, okay? Beef, it's what's for dinner. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, well, maybe we can be friends now. Like, maybe you and Joleen, like, I say I don't like you, but I do. Like, I want you to like me desperately. Like, I love Orange Crush. Like, I am an Orange Crush. Like, one time I knew this guy, and then, okay, do you know that the Smashing Pumpkins, the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins, like, I might know him through, it's my sister's friends, boyfriends. Okay, well, there was some, okay, we had a janitor at school who said that at one time he was married to the Smashing Pumpkins lead singer, his mom's cousin. And so, like, I kind of knew him. So, like, when my friend, was at a party and I was like, I didn't have anything to say. So I said, did you guys know that I know the guy from the Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan? And they were like, no. And they were like, how? And I was like, oh, well, my friends, well, I had a janitor at school that his friend's sister's brother's cousin was married to him. And it's pretty much like we were friends. Okay. But it is like really nice outside. We have a customer. But if my dot tries to tell you anything, like, don't believe her because she's like horrible and wrong.
Okay. I think you hit the nail on the head. It was a lot that was going on. And the fact that he like came in her chat while she was live, I was dying. And he was doing his normal stuff. And I'm not talking about math. I was like his normal like actions. It was crazy. And he's like, how this isn't about yo, and made the whole life about himself. The tactics, okay? And the way that I will say the man's amazing at creating a narrative that everything's about him. Mm-hmm. And that's a gift. It's a talent. I think he deserves more than what people provide to him because he's amazing at it. It doesn't matter what's happening. He can make it about himself. And I love the fact that he was able to come in the chat and was like, I can't believe this. This is all about me. Like, well, it
Busy. I just want to thank you for taking my thing, and this is a really bad nurse voice, but this is all we got today because we're coming off of COVID. Okay. So I am Jules's dot, and I was so nice to her, but I literally had flaming diarrhea.
Did not call her. It had been less than 24 hours.
Sir, excuse me, sir. I did call her. Okay. In my head, I was on the toilet pooping, puking. I was swimming in a waterbed full of poop and puke. Okay. So hopefully no one's eating over here. It was horrible. Okay. I was eating ice chips. I went to Sonic and I went to Sonic. And then my husband went to Sonic and went to Sonic because you can't get ice chips anywhere but Sonic. You got to go to Sonic for your ice chips and your tater tots. Okay. So I got tater tots and I got, and COVID ain't real. Joleen's up here telling you she got COVID, but COVID ain't real. It's not real.
That's what
it's the flu, bitch. Okay, don't even start telling me that's the flu. Okay, sorry, but my man, Jason, he was like, "Get some Gatorade." I was like, "We need ice chips." Everyone's asshole is bleeding, so we had bleeding assholes, and I'm supposed to call this woman. Okay, I am a 42-year-old hater. All right. Did you ever notice that Sailor Moon's face is crooked? Did you ever notice Sailor Moon's face is crooked? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Sailor Moon's face is crooked.
Okay.
That's the point I want to make. And I know that everyone's face is crooked, but especially Sailor Moon's face is crooked. Okay. And I work very hard. I work in a hospital. Okay. So I don't have time to just be calling people. You'll go around we go. So I don't know what these people expect of me. What do you think, Busy? I do care what people think. I am notoriously insecure.
You're a psycho.
Well, I wouldn't put it like that.
I would, and I hope you lose. Mm.
Do you hope I lose my pool and my timber? Okay? I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse, damn it. I am a nurse. I am a nurse. I'm a her nurse. Everybody, I am a her nurse. COVID isn't real. and your mom isn't real.
Oh.
And you know what? Cheryl says she's going to call my job, but now she says she's quitting. So does that mean my job is safe? Because I'm scared, but I'm not scared. Okay. Let me socioeconomic shame someone, even though all my friends are broke ass bitches. I'm best friends with a crackhead and a lady who's got, cardboard holding up her window. And Momo, we don't know about Momo. Allegedly, Momo was stealing from banks, people were saying. That's what Cheryl said. Did you hear about that? Do you see that?
I did, but I could believe it. I will say I didn't understand the whole calling this lady's job thing.
What lady? This lady?
You.
They called the board on me.
I didn't understand why.
I know. I wouldn't call the board on me. Okay. I help people unless they're icky or gross or fat or have COVID. One guy was like, I can't breathe, I have COVID. And I was like, I got to go, sir. I cannot deal with this political agenda of yours.
End of my shift.
Okay, it's the end of my shift. This isn't real. And if you don't know that by now, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. And I am very secure. I am a beautiful woman.
Girl,
I know you want to do it with me.
Barely, excuse me.
Okay. Oh, I'll make you gassy. I'm a very fan. I'm not scared to lose my job, but I am scared to lose my job, but I'm not. Okay. Let me bring in one of my friends to tell you. Okay. Hello.
This horse.
Why a minute? Why? Me Lucky Charms and shit. Okay. It's me. On from Scotland. Okay. They can never take John Yates. They may take our channels, but they may never take John Yates. Okay. Anyways, let me tell you something, Busy Blue. This is a horrible Scottish accent. I gotta listen to a shitty voice real quick. Fair use, bitches.
I say the fact that
I'm gonna mute myself for a second. You go, Busy.
If someone is move her, if someone has a live and they are about to ruin themselves and everything that they have, and they act like that, let them. I did not understand. And so we moved from the squirrel lady. She removed herself from the drama, kind of. And she did her live because she was so upset, and you should have better friends than that, and someone should have called her.
And we're gonna flat back next week from the live. Hello, nice to miss. Hello.
And that she deserved more and better. Who cares? Good luck to you on your life. Then we saw that live with JY and this lady. And the whole entire time, he's sitting here trying to drag himself, and she's like, no, this is not what this is about. Let's stay on. No, but you didn't mean it. And bruh, you need to take a pill and look yourself.
Hey, Rebecca, Heidi. Hey, Rebecca, Heidi. I'm in.
This
Heidi.
is not the right thing.
Rebecca.
Wasn't the whole thing about where did Jim Bailey come in? You're on mute.
Hi, perfectly imperfect. Hi. How dare they? Oh, you want to talk about my new friend Jen? How dare you? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I'm here. Yes, ma'am. You want to talk about me not having sheets in my bed? How dare you? Yes, ma'am. How dare you? Squirrel girl, bitch. I came back because John Yates told me that I was his twin on his 12-hour live that you didn't watch, Busy Blue. Yes, ma'am, I did. He said, let me tell you. He said, you remind me of my mom. And I said, what? That's beautiful.
Wait, that was the 12-hour one?
I think so. One of them. I can't remember. There's so many lives.
I saw that one when he was crying.
Their moms are together. And then he goes, ah!
I know you're good because I see so much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I did. So, Clint, super chatted him. Okay, not me.
I remember that, and I saw that.
And I was taking a shower.
Get to her because she was trying to take a girl. Are you sure?
Yep.
That was the most weird thing ever to me. We have seen her take videos in graveyards, and now you can't get on the camera because you had to take a shower. Girl, it sounded like drugs to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay, hear me out. He said we were twins. And I have been looking. I love the Housewives. Ask me anything about the Housewives. Quiz me about the Housewives. Ask me a question. I know it all. I can do it all. I can do Housewives reviews with you right now. Excuse me. COVID cough. I gotta get off. Ask me anything about the Housewives. Because I was when he said that he was my twin, I thought, well, this is my chance. Clint said, get out of the shower, Jen. You're about to do Housewives lives that people are actually going to watch. Okay? 12 people. And I was friends with Sailor Moon. We were friends. We were talking, and there was a thing about a laptop or something. I sent her $10 for the laptop, and then Generator XP6969, damn you fine, sent her some money, and I said, "Is that going to the right place?" Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And we got in a fight, and I left. Okay, so but now, you know, it kind of backfired in my face because now JWoww says he's gonna, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, gonna quit. Yes, he is. He's going to quit the internet. So now I don't have anyone to do Housewives with. But Maria, allegedly Momo, running my channel. And yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And
now you're going to get in trouble because you're even talking to him.
She's running. Yeah. And let's see. Well, I don't know. I'm a flippy floppy, flop, flop, flop. You know, I like to flip flop. I got my hat. I put my hat. I know you guys like the hat. I got my pony in. And I just, you know, I'm going with the right way. You know, the right way, the one that threatens kids on the internet. I'm going that way.
This photo is
Amber's texting my dogs. You guys don't know, but she got the numbers to my dogs, and she's been texting them. And yes, sir, yes, ma'am. She has been, yes, sir. She has been texting my dogs, and I said, that's the final straw. So Stone Cold said so. You know, you're a big fan of wrestling. They're busy. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I am. Cemeteries and wrestling. Okay. And so I wrestled with it in my head. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And I decided that that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I had to pick a side. I picked a side, and I'll be on another side another time. And if you try to hook up with my guy, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might be a friend the next day. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay. I'm like a halibut. Thank you, Valerie. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's fine. You can have your opinion about me. That's fine. That's fine. Everybody's fine. Everybody's doing things. She's texting your dog too. See, she's texting dogs. Y'all here texting dogs, you know. And there was something. She showed my dog a picture of me when I was sleeping, and I didn't like it. And so I said, "Don't you be sending my dog pictures of me that I don't approve of." Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So I accidentally. Nope, not talking to you, sorry. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. And yeah, so I hope you guys still like me. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Rockefeller Records. We get down, baby. We get down. Okay. And that's how it goes. Make it make sense. Yep. I hear a little reverb. Is that me? Is that you?
It's me.
It's you. Is it you? It's you. It's me. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. But if you guys want to, you know, give me some props, I'll come back over. You guys have a side? Biz, do you guys have a side, sir? Yes, sir. No?
Yeah, I'm on the side of Joleen and Busy.
Okay, I heard you guys are team no one. That's too bad. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I like to lick my lips a lot. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. This is actually a picture with let me see if I can put the brand up with it actually has me licking my lips because I lick my lips. If you notice, I lick my lips a lot. Very dry lips. But not as dry as Squirrel Girl's pussy. What? Stop. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What? We talk. We body shame on this team. We do. We body shame. So, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Not going to apologize for that. Or maybe I will tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I got to find the picture here. Hold on. Go ahead, Busy. Do you have an opinion about me you want to share?
I don't.
Yes,
I feel sorry for you.
Okay.
And I want to at least say that because I liked you a lot.
Thank you.
I did.
Thank you, sir.
Even when you was doing the stuff that I was like, this is a little questionable, I still loved you. And
appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Everything that you were going through. I value you and what you brought to the internet. And yes, how you eased your way into these reality shows, lives, and you know, had relationships with them. But when you came back over to the side of JY. I was thinking, why?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I feel sorry for you.
Well, okay. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, let me show you how much I like to stick out my tongue a little bit. Got a little tongue action. I hear a little reverb. Probably you, not me. I don't want to blame you, but I hear reverb. Do you guys hear the reverb? My cat is stepping on my keyboard. Or maybe it's Clint. I don't know. Not going to point any fingers. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay. And so, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. But yep. So, okay. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We haven't gotten any money in a little bit. So,
Girl,
this ain't a super chat extravaganza. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm going to drop down and I'm going to listen I'm going to take everything you said into account. And
into
I'll
account.
figure out what side I'm going to be on tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for joining us. I can't believe we had an exclusive with Jen, you know.
We did. Why are my headphones not working? Hula hoops hate me. What? What is this?
Momo had a little hula hoop time. She went live hula hooping. I don't know if you saw that.
You lie. You're a liar.
No, it's true. She said she's body positive despite body shaming everybody. She's body positive.
She looks asleep. Give me 1 second.
Yep. So
she looks asleep.
Thank you, Margene, the queen. I love how I can come catch up. Yep. You don't got to watch any of these idiots. You can just follow us. Thank you so much. Momo, she hula hooped. And it was beautiful. It was the best thing I've seen her do, because normally we just know of her, attacking people, making alts, stuff with banks, allegedly, according to Cheryl. So I think hula hooping is her, the least of her crimes. The hula hoop, I'm sure, didn't appreciate it, but it got dropped a lot. But I don't know. Maybe narrow hips, I'm not sure. But, she doesn't really have the moves like Jagger, if you will. But that's okay. We don't have to. But Momo is on a mission to get back at Cheryl, because Cheryl is disparaging Momo's husband. Cheryl said she knows stuff about Momo and Momo's husband and
she
Momo's kid.
Just like Momo.
It's like, I didn't know about, no, I knew about the Momo, but yeah, and I think Anne is like Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello, I don't know if people have called her that yet, but yeah, Momo got laid, and she, Evangelist Battle, thank you so much. We missed you too. This is for stuff. Thank you. Stuff. We'll do good stuff with it. Good stuff.
I hate
good stuff. Okay, so Momo, so she was hula hooping. She had a lay on. They went on vacation. They told everyone that they went on vacation.
Okay.
I was on vacation, and they still were just going nuts. Everything. Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay, so wait, where are we in the story?
That's a great question, you guys. Where are we in the story? Okay, so Squirrel Girl leaves. JY tried to have a peace summit. Another one. That's what pissed Squirrel Girl off. She left. I don't think he expected people to go with her. People did go with her. Mm-hmm. She allegedly poached some of his subs, according to him. Okay.
Good for her.
So then they started. Yeah, good for her. Get all of his subs, Squirrel. But you're no hero. You're no one's hero. Okay. I'm not, hero, but that doesn't mean that we don't appreciate what you're doing. Okay. And then let's see. Oh, just so much. These people have no lives other than this. Okay.
I remember he went live with Jen.
Yeah. So then he got so mad at Squirrel that he said, listen, Jen, you want to be best friends to piss off Squirrel? Let's do it. Those were his exact words. Like, do you want to be best friends to piss her off?
Right.
And then she was like, okay. She got out of the shower. She went up on his live, and they talked, and he screamed. I think we did one of the screams here. Let me see if I can pull it up.
It was ridiculous.
Tilly's on my lap, and she's like,
"Hey, Tilly,
we're only 49 minutes in, Tilly.
Yeah,
normally wait
very early, Tilly.
But I think this is early for a sipping key. Okay. Okay, so let me pull up our thing here. All right, our videos. So let's see. Let's share screen. I'm going to share my Chrome tab, and we can share audio. Okay. Okay. Also, you guys, thank you for getting us to 1.64. Let's get to 2,000 tonight. Tell your friends. Subscribe.
Oh my God, we
subscribe,
didn't make a like goal. Our like goal is 400 likes.
420.
420.
All the weed smokers. Okay, so here is him screaming, which apparently we're supposed to like feel bad about.
You want answers? I want the truth.
And they're like, how dare you people laugh at that? Yet your hero wished death upon quite a few people, and also wished this one, Nosy Ho, a slow, painful death, because there is that whole Christmas live. And I know someone has a link to it. So if you could message us the Christmas live, that'd be awesome.
The fact that Nosy Ho is still being brought up and relevant.
And it was around Christmas.
Kills me.
And now she's brought up again, and we'll get to that. Yeah. But this was, okay, so this was another one. This is from the Christmas live where, let me just break it down for you. They had, no, this isn't the one that had the slip of Monica, the other Momo. Ugh. Okay, but the nurse is on there, and she's shoisty, and she was like this, bye, about Nosy Ho. When he says, I'm thinking, if Nosy Ho ever came for the nurse, she would.
Oh my God, the way that even JY was like, oh my God, she's in it. Girl, you are not ready for the mermaids. You better back it up.
No, and mermaids, take a look. I mean, that nurse and the JY were coming. I mean, I'm not advocating for anything. Take care of protect your peace, but that was crazy. She was all tough. She had that, Bartles and James toughness going on. She was like, yeah, I was prom queen, that runner up in 1992. Jason, I don't want to drink and drive again. Okay. So then this is what he said during that. They said some pretty atrocious things about us during that live too. So if someone has a link to that, I would love it if you could send it to us. That's the hag.
We can't hear anything if there's noise.
Really?
Yes.
Gosh darn it, Joleen. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. Okay, let me do it again. Share screen. Chrome tab. Inside. Here we go. God, I'm like Anne Graham on this thing. Okay. Let me know if you can hear it now.
Yep.
I only wish slow, grueling death for Nosy Ho, and I would never put her on my channel, nor reach out to her. This bitch is using her days of making $20,000 a month talking about Monica are over, and now she's broke, and now she has to even have more white people pay her to call her an N. I'm just wondering
Amen. We got 45 minutes and then it's Sunday. Praise the Lord.
Yes, busy. And this was months before he said the N-word multiple times.
Oh yeah, with regards to me.
But yeah, that was crazy. So he was wishing slow death. He also said that Terry Lynn, her kids would be better off if she offed herself. And then he also said, Jules, I think I have that one, write my name on your arm and write it next to Heidi's, because apparently Squirrel had a mental health crisis in January. And she wrote people's names on her arms that were the cause of it. And she went to the hospital allegedly. And Holly White, being such a good person, she's awful. Holly White's worse than Squirrel. Holly White's one of the worst. You owe an apology. Holly, did you get that apology done yet? Check the email, Biz. See if it's there.
Girl, I wouldn't hold my
Probably
breath.
a public. We need a public one on that.
For sure.
We need a public to Busy Blue. And also to me, because she called me racist when she went to follow our stalker while she was still friends with the racist John Yates.
Yeah, and remember the stalker was supporting this man, the racist as much as he can, and then they were supporting him.
He's not racist. Remember, she went up on live and co-signed. Her and Monica Momo went up on live and said he's not racist. And then he said something racist about her, and she goes, "I take it back." So it has to happen to them for them.
Yeah, until it happens to me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Holly White's the worst.
And I'm so shocked because Monica out here looking like Celie from The Color Purple, and you didn't realize how his racism, girl,
horrible.
If anyone would have known, I thought it would have been someone who played in the Oprah film, but no.
Yeah, she was out there being a mod for our stalker, saying Jolene's racist, saying Jolene's actually the racist one. And so that brings me into, I know we're skipping around. That brings me into, all right, I have a video I want to play of JY had, this, sorry, I have cat hair on my face now. I'm like, mod one for hate for real, for real. Okay. He had a 12-hour live. Okay. He got struck. Okay. Because he started going live a bunch and he was like, that's it. I'm sick of people making money. I'm not making money. That's what it was all about. This is all a cash grab. Okay. We know that. So he was sick of people making money. So he goes live, right? And he starts just doxing, saying awful things, fat shaming, slut shaming, talking about people's essays like he does. He's the most
it was a regular live.
Just a regular JY live. Yeah. And then he brought up people's kids again. And he said that he wanted someone to make a thumbnail of Sailor Moon's daughter, or Sailor Moon crapping in her daughter's mouth.
So I've seen this live, but I guess I've seen it in batches.
Yes, because you probably saw clips people pulled.
Yeah.
And then he went further and said, wouldn't it be a shame if any of your kids ended up on porn sites? So he did a threat, and we'll watch it. We got fair use on this bitch. We're providing commentary and comedy, so you can't strike us. So sorry for but so we'll talk about that. But after all this went down, there was this. Did you watch the "Don't Tell Me, Tell the People" interview? I got to get your thoughts on this.
With Jess?
Jess. Mm-hmm.
I did.
Now, do you know Jess?
I have no idea who she is.
See, I know who she is.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say who she is because she deserves anonymity because, but met her through this, and she's a former supporter of JY, had reached out to me. I actually know who a lot of the former hags and people on Reddit, but I never say anyone's name because I'm not an asshole like the rest of them. So people feel safe. Also, the Cottage Boys, the account of the Cottage Boys that people were saying was Amber. I forgot to say on the last live, they had asked me, it's not Amber. I think people know that by now. Yeah. But this person sent me their personal IG so that I could see who they were. So I know who that account is too, but I'll never tell. I don't even tell Busy this stuff because he doesn't really care, Really. So anyways, so this Jess, I've met her once in person.
What?
And yeah, she came to one of my shows. Mm-hmm. And I have talked to her online, and she seems like a nice person. That's the extent of the, we have a good rapport.
Okay.
We've shared messages, stuff like that. Anyways,
and
so
Oxygen as well.
Yeah, and Oxygen. So I didn't know about this interview. I watched the Perry live, which came after Don't Tell Me, Tell the People.
I did not know anything about. I watched both lives before I watched the Tell the People Everything live. I didn't know anything about what was going on. I was so confused. I was lost as hell. And then it was another live that came up, and then I was getting an apology, and I was like, what
we have to talk about
an apology.
Exactly.
It was so weird.
It was so weird. So
then that's why I want you to tell everybody about it channel so that I can see what's going on Don't Tell Me, Tell the People. somebody said that it was on Don't Tell Me, Tell the People's channel. So I was like, okay, well, let me go see what was going on. And then that's why I got the backstory.
Yes. So same as you, I saw that Perry, it popped up that he was live on like, my recommended. And I thought it was like 800, 900 people. I was like, damn, Perry, what you talking about? And I saw Don't Tell Me Tell the People. I'm like, oh, he must be doing like an after show of Don't Tell Me Tell the People's interview, because I had seen on Reddit it shared that she was going to do an interview with an ex-JY supporter. Yeah. So I clicked on Perry's and I was like, what's going on? What? Right. So then I had to go back and watch Don't Tell Me Tell the People, Sunny's interview. And I listened to that and I knew immediately the person's voice, because I've met the person before. So, then I was like, wow, this was really blown out of proportion.
Yeah. So like there was a lot of stuff that was revealed during that live. And I want to say that the lady, I mean, she was giving truths. And she was I'm glad that someone who went through all of that experience, or who experienced that in real time, in real life, was able to share their then experience about what was happening and everything else. I love the fact that, she was a supporter of ours. I always get shocked or weirded. I don't want to say weirded out, but it's always shocking when I'm listening to a video and it's like, oh my God, I love you, Busy Blue. And it's like, whoa, I didn't know who
she did say that. She said, I love you, Busy Blue.
I love you too, Jess. I love everyone who loves me.
You would like Jess.
She seems so cool.
She's a big fan of yours.
I'm gonna have to be honest. I'm gonna have to be honest, y'all. Sorry. Because I love all of the support. I love everyone who has my back. I love everyone who has Joleen's back. I love everyone who has Sip Ki's back. Some things we're just over and we don't care. And some things we have made peace with and just moved on. I don't need an apology. Well, I got an apology from Cheryl.
Busy's talked to Cheryl. So Cheryl, it was insinuated that a creator owes me an apology, and maybe you too, in that interview. Yes. However, I immediately, knowing Jess and knowing kind of how she feels about things, I was like, oh, she's talking about Holly White. She's not talking about Cheryl. Because if you notice, Jess will leave comments on our videos saying Holly does owe you an apology. And she's told me that before. And I agree with her. I think Holly owes you a big apology. I think she owes me an apology. She was also on the panel with the F word being thrown at you. And then she went further to call me a racist knowing I wasn't racist. She went further to team up with our stalker. You need to listen to them, John. He knows how to take Joleen and Busy down, all while protecting a racist. And Busy called you out on it. And you said horrible things about Busy.
Sure did.
So you do owe us apology.
Back, never said you were going to. And you have a son who looks like me, girl, and you was supporting the racist.
Yeah. So immediately I was like, oh, that's Holly. But Perry took it as Cheryl. And then at the end, Jess mentions, at the end of the interview, she mentions she thought that Cheryl jumped on. I think we have a little reverb. Sorry, maybe it's me, but I'm waiting for my Okay, sorry. Yeah. So she thought that Cheryl jumped on the bandwagon for the canceled JY after Danny and Rabbit put all the hard work into the actual. I think she just mentioned Danny, but put all the hard work into the petition. Okay. Yeah. Which I don't necessarily agree with. Here's what I think about it. I think Cheryl should have 100% shared that on her main channel, and it would have done tons of work. Yeah. It would have been so great. They did go live on Perry's. I don't think Cheryl wants to sully her channel with this JY stuff. However, my argument would be you brought him on your main channel. You exposed him. You and Perry were a part of building up the monster that is JY today. You not only took him in once, you took him in twice. And the only reason me and Busy were ever on your radar and that you were mad at us is because you went back to this man. The first time we covered your first breakup when Chody outed your marriage and they chose Team Monica, when me and Busy got into this, that I was very much Team Cheryl, you know? And I was like, this horrible cracky white dude is like ruining your brand. Then she took him back, and then she went on to believe things about us that we said that we never said. And she took it to Cheryl's way. And then people commented like, Joleen and Busy never said you were on drugs. But she said, oh, it was, you know, JY that told her that, which is fine. We're all literally past that. So Cheryl has talked to Busy. They knew each other previously. I never knew Cheryl. Busy knows I don't talk to the characters. So Cheryl had messaged me before saying I was a lying birch, me and Busy. And we had to expose those messages because that didn't end well, okay? But then Cheryl apologized to Busy about that.
Sure did.
Do I think Cheryl likes me? No, I don't. But I don't really think it matters. Like, I never needed anything from Cheryl and Perry. I wish them the best. Go on with your channel. I only wanted JY to not be a part of this. Like, me and Busy have been canceled JY since the day we locked eyes on his meth ass. You know, the personification of meth walks in front of you and you go, oh, you know,
back to
and
the
then he
hotel.
wants to, and he's racist and all this stuff. But Cheryl and Perry never owed me anything. They still don't owe me anything. Do I think when she was reaching out to you, there were invites to, hey, does Joleen want to join the conversation? I was not okay with having any conversation with either of them, and I never will be. I don't want anything from them. I've never wanted anything from them. I don't welcome a conversation. I don't need an apology. I just need you to never do that again, what you did to me and Busy. That's it. That's all I need. Okay. Holly White, you gotta get your apology out. So Cheryl and Perry apologized to us again. Not needed, at least for me.
Don't need an apology from either of us. We do not need an apology.
We have no issue with you.
There's not one issue.
However,
there's no issue.
I do have an issue now.
What's wrong?
I was just joking. Not really. I think it was a shitty move to bail out on this because Cheryl went live with Sailor Moon.
I did not like the fact that they decided, okay, well, we're not going to do this anymore because
you're part of the reason he's here.
Yeah, no, you need to get back on the case, get back on the job. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I understood what Jess was saying. Like, what is she doing?
She's scratching the couch.
So she's building another room. But I understood what Jess was saying. Like, as it was coming, I was like, I could see why someone would have that perspective. It's like it's not like it came out of thin air. I can see why she has that perspective. It makes sense. But even with those optics, because it could look like that, even with those optics, y'all still need to be in the fight. Girl, and it don't matter if everybody felt like you're getting on the bandwagon. You need to stay up in this.
This was totally blown out of proportion. You could have easily went on live.
It was the smallest part of the video.
Yes, Perry had his period. We all get our periods. I get emotional too, Pear Bear. You know, you were maybe just say, hey, I overreact when people talk about my wife because we've had a bad history. I get that. I get that you feel protective of your wife. I totally get that. I don't get why you need to call people bitches and hoes because of it. I don't understand that. But I do understand that, you know, you gotta, whatever. But just go live the next day, say, I'm sorry, I got emotional. Cheryl admitted to not even watching the video. I think this is one of the main problems with Cheryl. This happened with us. This happened with Up and Adam. This has happened with so many people where she was like, Up and Adam took this story from me. And Up and Adam was like, no, I didn't. Here's the proof. I'm not talking about this anymore. And then Cheryl was like, oops, sorry, I didn't really know. I heard it from someone else. And now with the drug thing, when she was like, Busy and Joleen said I'm doing drugs, I lost a sponsor. And we were like, we never said that. We said JY does drugs.
Yes.
And then later, you know, a year later or 6 months later, she's like, oh, sorry, I believed him. I didn't hear you guys say it. People were like, show the video. So, and then this situation, Sunny's interview, justice for Sunny, because Sunny was getting roasted up by Cheryl and Perry, and Cheryl never watched the video. And she said, well, my husband watched it. I don't need to watch it. Here's the thing. Chell can watch something and his interpretation is going to be different than mine because we are a partnership, but we're individual people. Yeah. And so what they did to Sunny, I think deserves an apology. I don't know if they apologized to Sunny.
Why do they need to apologize to Sunny?
They had her up on their panel and they acted as if she's responsible for what Jess said briefly in an interview.
Wait, I didn't see that one. When was this?
That's the live right after Don't Tell Me Tell the People's interview with Jess.
Yes.
Perry goes live, right?
I saw that.
Perry's like, all these bitches and all these hoes, and he was mad.
Sunny wasn't there.
Sunny pops up on the live to say, you guys, she was totally cool, calm, collected. She's Sunny, you know? And she was like, listen, that's not what happened. That wasn't my intention. I don't want to. I watched you, Cheryl, when you were walking on the beach holding your sandals. I've been a fan of yours. Then some girl from Minnesota who didn't even know JY said the N-word was up there trying to give Sunny advice. And then she was like, I'm a millennial. And we're like, girl, you don't even know what day it is. Can you please leave? And then she went live later with, I saw it popped up in my recommendations. Freaking, what's her name?
Live with Sunny.
Queen Tulsa. And they were like dancing to like, I'm gonna buy you a drink. And they were like grinding or something. Anyways, that's the thing. Queen Tulsa popped up. And JY said some very transphobic things about Queen Tulsa in his 12-hour live. So that was very wrong. He, and I think, was it Keister Marie was up there too at the time, that girl. So anyways, but then Queen Tulsa pops up, and I don't know what Queen Tulsa is doing. This is a very interesting web we weave, because Nosy, they had a funeral for Queen Tulsa, remember?
Yes.
And now Cheryl said,
my side baby
Nosy's one of my, your side. So Deb was there.
Yeah.
And then Cheryl said, Nosy's my best friend. And then Tulsa's, and then Cheryl's like, I love Queen Tulsa. And I was like, well, that's interesting. Maybe they don't have any problems with each other. Anyways, but Queen Tulsa, she pops up and she was like mimicking Sunny. It was just unnecessary.
I didn't see any of this.
Oh my God. Sunny came up to like plead her case, like a rational human being. Okay. And they were just like, no. And they were cutting her off. And she started laughing at one point. Someone who I think was next to her, maybe a friend or her husband, was like, oh my gosh. Because, you know, Sunny's like, I mostly talk about politics.
Yeah.
And I just came in this because JY had struck my channel and he's a racist. And I do want him canceled.
Yep.
But I think there's
our intentions are pure.
It's kind of seems like there's ties with Sunny to Danny Robertson and stuff like that, and obviously Cheryl. So I think Perry and Cheryl thought it was some kind of setup, but Danny Robertson even said,
that makes sense.
Yeah, like I don't care if you she said, I'm taking a break from the exposing the sham investigation because this takes priority.
Yes.
We're all come together to cancel JY or whatever. Yeah. So that was very interesting. So
I did not see that one.
Yes.
I have to see it.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
I watched two. I watched the first one where, maybe I didn't finish that one.
You didn't finish it because Sunny pops up. And then it's like,
that one.
It turned into like a good panel at the end because it was like everyone was talking about coming together. But I also feel as though, some of Cheryl's supporters were up there who left when JY came into the picture with her.
Oh.
And so they were kind of saying, why did people still befriend him knowing he was racist? And Cheryl's like, exactly. And I'm like, I think she's talking about you, you know, and because that's just something you're going to have to live with and you're going to have to eat that one. And now you've made promises. You went on Sailor Moon's live and she had a lot of people watching. And I remember that night that Cheryl popped up and I was like, oh shit. Because once Cheryl got involved, I was like, this is getting good. You know, like JY if JY's scared of anyone, he's scared of you, Cheryl. Like, okay. And so she pops up and she goes, don't worry, Siwa. I will make him pay. I promise you. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like that. And I thought, this is not going to end good. And then I noticed
that was a little extra.
I knew it was a little extra. I'm speculating here, you know, Judge Joleen, objection, speculation, overruled.
What if
it's
any...
my channel? Okay. So what if any, so I think that, they were trying to pull off of this. I think they bit off a little more than they could chew. I think promises are made. I think V and the team are like, whoa. We've been suing. We've been doing stuff. Pull back. Let's let Amber take the reins. So they were slowly doing these lives. It seemed like where it's like, Amber's going to do that, but I'll join her channel sometimes to call out a bitch, you know?
And I was okay with that.
I was okay with that too, but to completely pull out.
I hate the idea. I think it's dumb. I think you need to come back into it. You don't owe us an apology. You don't owe me. You don't owe Joleen an apology, bro.
Nothing.
We good over here. Because that was like 2-3 minutes of the entire live. And
she never said your name. And how is I don't care if Sunny, because their argument was Sunny's been talking to Jess for a year, so she knew who she was talking about. It's not. That's not, you can't prove that. That's speculative as well. Okay, Emily D. Baker would say no, speculation like that. No objection. speculative. Objection. The other words. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, leading the witness. What she's gonna like, you can interview someone, but it's not then the time to stop and go, wait. Are you talking about Cheryl? But then there was this whole conversation, Busy, that I understand I don't have the right to speak on, which
Okay.
it was kind of like Black creators protecting Black creators
Mhm.
from white people disparaging them. So I think
Yes.
that turned into that argument where they feel as though Sunny, as a Black woman creator, should protect Cheryl and not let anyone speak bad about her.
Well, no. What a tangle where we weave. Yikes, this is about to sound bad. I do think that Black creator, especially in this space, and me and you have talked about it before. I remember I told you the first time when we do videos, once we start doing videos together, you know you're gonna get struck, right? Like there's a different community when it comes to Black creators. Now Cheryl got a white audience. I don't know if it's necessarily, and she befriended that man. Like she befriended that man. So I don't know if it's necessarily we need to protect people from. I don't think she has been we about to be down for the people, cause driven. Let's talk about Black issues like that on her channel. At least I don't remember any of those things. But I think that in the Black YouTube community, there is a piece of, well, hold on, what you're now about to do is talk about this person like this, especially if we've talked about if that person's talking about Black issues, protecting Black women, protecting Black men, protecting, our who we are as people. But there are some Black content creators who don't talk about stuff like that and who don't care about stuff like that. So I don't know if it was Sunny's place to say, well, oh no, that's not right, because that person's never, and I haven't seen it. I ain't never seen Cheryl come out and be the Black defender. So I don't know if it's her space to say, well, we're gonna start protecting. I understood when people was like, you can't say that about Busy, and we about to protect Busy's channel, or anybody else's channel who was like, this is Black people stuff. I don't know if Cheryl fits in that category. No shade.
Okay. Well, and I think that's kind of so she has this subscriber. Her name's Chelsea. She's young. She's cute. I remember seeing her. She would call in a lot. Do you remember Chelsea? She's really pretty. She lives in Minnesota now. And the Minnesota girls were like, I live in blah, blah, blah. And they were like, don't say it, but that's how we are in Minnesota. We're like, you're from Minnesota? I'm from Minnesota. Like, it was cute. But Chelsea is a longtime supporter of Cheryl. I remember her back in the first Jay White breakup. And Chelsea outwardly I don't think she was talking about Cheryl, but she was talking about Cheryl. But I don't know if she knew she was. But she was like, we knew he was racist in 2010. We knew he was racist. Like, why does he even get a platform? It's like, yes, the woman, and she had said she had to bow out of Cheryl's channel once Jay White came back. So what I think Cheryl and Perry have to eat, it's the same thing me and Busy have been saying. You enabled this man, gave him even a bigger platform, and you say that, you gave him that, and you did say you didn't think he was racist, and you thought he wasn't problematic, and now you've come out, but on your redemption tour, I believe it is the responsibility, not just for like me and Busy, but for people who enabled this man and the ex-hags to be the ones to deplatform him, because that is your redemption. So Amber, speaking of that, Amber went live and she was mad because My Talala from Reddit.
Why was she mad?
Apparently My Talala or someone got timed out. I don't know the whole story, but this is what I know. Someone got timed out on Amber's channel. They went to Reddit and they're like, what the fuck? And if My Talala's in the chat, tell us what your comment was that got timed out. Amber said it was a mistake. But then Amber was also like, after this live and people were turning on Cheryl and Perry, then Amber was like, there'll be no bad talking.
Wait, why were they turning on
about Cheryl?
Why were they turning on her?
Well, they're turning on Perry and Cheryl because of the live. Not everybody, but some people did.
Okay.
Okay.
So
My Talala told Cheryl's World to kiss her ass. Told Cheryl.
And who the fuck is My Talala?
Redditor. So then Amber, I think she blocked her or like timed her out or something.
Okay.
And then some people on Reddit, I think they didn't like the Cheryl and Perry response. And Amber has to remember, you're not you used to strike Reddit. Like we don't have as short memories as you think.
Yeah.
We appreciate what you're doing now. However,
Girl, we know who you were before.
There were threats on me and Busy. We remember
very well.
So thank you. However, this is why I don't talk to the characters, because this is too flip-floppy. I'm an Aquarius. You know, I'm loyal to a fault. Like I don't flip-floppies. I don't flip-floppies. Okay. So you forget that these Redditors, so Amber then got mad because they started posting memes. They posted a meme, like a 90-day meme about Amber. And I think it was the Danielle Mohammed. I know you don't watch 90 Day, but just kind of like, what are you doing? You know, sort of thing. And then Amber went live, just totally reactive, very JY move, and be like, fuck Reddit, and I don't need you, and I've been doing all this. And it's like,
yikes.
First of all, never fuck Reddit, because these people were here when you were hagging.
Yes.
You were hagging. You guys, you were hags. You're gonna be paying for this forever if you're in this world. You just are. That's the bottom line.
You made your bed, ain't it?
Have you ever hagged?
Never in my life.
And I never hagged. And you don't have to apologize and unhag if you've never hagged in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. It was crazy. So now it's like, Amber, you need to apologize to Reddit. So all these people, so they're turning. But I think what's happening is, here's my theory.
No, go back. Why are people turning on Perry and Cheryl?
Because of the Sunny thing, and because of the don't tell me, tell the people.
They didn't like the fact how they treated. Tell everybody about it.
Instead of just apologizing, they take their toys and go home.
Oh, that was the response.
But you made too many promises. You can't.
Yeah. And to be honest, it doesn't matter if the people in the chat or whoever in the world likes how you're doing it, or if you're jumping on or not. Girl, if you truly stand for a cause and you with it, go ahead with it. Like, to be honest, if you truly are in it and you're trying to change something and you're trying to make sure that this racist isn't out here terrorizing people on the internet, not through YouTube, and creating wrecking havoc in people's lives, then you'll just do it. It doesn't matter who likes it or who doesn't like it. That's how you know someone is truly for a cause. It doesn't matter if the people like or don't like her. They feel like you just jumped on. F you, your mama in the bed, you were birthing. This is what I believe in. And if you truly believe in this cause, then you don't stop.
Exactly. And this is a thing. Thank you. You're a crack elf. We love you. I love how you two always see the intelligent, reasonable point of view. We try, and you're crack elf. We love you.
It seems like this is, if anything seemed like a clout chase, it's the stopping of the movement because you didn't like someone's response. Now that comes off as, okay, well, we were just trying to get clout, or we were just trying to do this.
Redeem ourselves. Yeah. And here's the thing. Why would you ever, this is just the Amber situation, why would you ever go live and say that because some people on Reddit posted a meme about you? There's a whole subreddit about Amber called Scamber. So just get over it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's been there. It doesn't make any sense. And also, here's the thing. And I know no one wants to hear this, or they don't want to hear this, but who's making money off this? It's not Reddit.
Nah.
So I have a theory. I really think people's egos are getting too big. Okay. I think, Reddit kind of welcomed Amber back and she started feeling herself. And the worst thing you can do is believe your own hype.
Amen.
And she started believing her own hype. Merch came out. Things started happening. Like, get your dollar, get your coin.
Which I never understood her having merch. Never understood.
Well, also understand that you fucking hagged. You hagged for a long time. You owe people this. You devoted your channel and you've made a lot of money off this. Amen. So now you're going to have to suck it up if someone has a bad opinion of it. And Cheryl and Perry, if one person, one ex-sub of JY who you don't know, who talked about for like a second, didn't even say your name, and you're going to drop a movement for that, like Busy said, like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, seem a little clout chasey.
And if it doesn't make sense, it's probably not true. And that's the words of Judge Judy. I think this is something they were trying to pull out of a while ago. Just say that. But to just come down on these, because you have to remember, Reddit's been collecting this shit. They never made any money. No one on Reddit has ever made any money off this.
$1.
They did this because they knew it was the right thing to do to get rid of this cancer John Yates from every platform and social media and able to hurt people. You guys befriended him while they were doing this for free. And
Sure
now he burned you personally because you wouldn't have turned on him if he didn't burn you personally. Okay. And he burns all
to your house by yourself.
Yep.
I'm going to
So
get some
now, so now you guys have been burned personally. Like, which happens? Look at Holly White. You know, he wasn't racist until she's burned personally, yet he's done so many racist, hurtful things in front of her face. You are a fool, and you went online and stuck up for this man after he said racial slurs. How much does it take for you to realize that he's a racist? But then he does something to you. So your egos are in it. All of these people, their egos are in it. Okay. This is all very ego driven. These responses are ego driven. They're ridiculous. And I think we just need to suck it up. And if you ever had the real intention of canceling this dude and redeeming your hagdom, you would keep going. Now, I know Amber's keeping going. Sorry, I just remembered something I have to tell Busy that's going to make him laugh so hard. Or something. Okay.
And the reason why you should, I think you need to find the reason behind why you are doing it. Because if your reason is not serious, girl,
Yeah.
I feel like I need to come back into the fight. I don't care what Jess or anybody else said. You need to come back and say, oh my God. I mean, the stairs. I feel like the amount of stairs in our house.
What?
changed.
Who says you have to come back to the for what?
You need to come back. They need to come back into the fight, and it doesn't
yes.
matter what anybody says.
Thank you. Read this. Thank you.
You have to also acknowledge and realize why are you really in it. And if it's a personal reason or something that means something to you, then that wouldn't change no matter what anyone else says. And I'm gonna put this out there. I love everyone who has signed a petition, created a live, a video, everything. After that man called me everything but a child of God. Okay, and because you have to be insane to not understand where it started from. After that man called me every name in the book, but a child of God, that man has disparaged me more than I don't even know if anyone else has ever. The girls came out, okay, with claws, and I respect everyone's fight. I respect everyone for what they're doing, what it means to them. Cheryl Perry, if it's just somebody feeling like, oh well, we jumped on too late, and you're like, okay, well we'll back out. What was it really about? Like, what was it really about?
I think she was always on the side waiting for her time to jump in and get her revenge on John Yates personally.
But then, like, they pull out like this.
I know, and that's where maybe it was getting too much. Financially, maybe she promised more than she could deliver, because sitting on that live with Sailor Moon saying, I promise you I will take him down. Could she maybe not do all the things she thought she could do? But
girl,
here's the thing.
I believe she can.
Well, if you were serious about it, why did it never hit your main channel? Why did we never get Danny Robertson's petition on your 300,000 plus? We got the racist on your channel. We got John Yates on your channel multiple times.
True.
Your own subscribers had to take a break because they were like, this guy's toxic. What are you doing? Me and Busy said, what are you doing? You know?
True.
So now you exposed that channel to him. Now's the time to say, hey, I exposed him, and now I see the truth. Yeah. He tricked me with the cancer or COVID or whatever the hell. And so let's get some signatures. Can you imagine taking it to a 300,000 subscriber, but it was never mentioned on that channel?
Yeah.
That tells me a lot.
Yeah.
Gabor has his own channel and he's killing it, Michelle. But I don't know nothing.
Nothing happened to Gabor.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
So, and she had an expensive lawyer, and I can understand that, Cheryl. You don't have to sue him. If you guys are like, hey, we don't want to waste our money suing him, don't sue him. But definitely get the petition signed. Do those things that you can do, because you did expose him, and you brought him up, you propped him up, and you co-signed him. These people have to remember they co-signed him.
That's true.
You co-signed a racist for twice, like back and forth. Come on. You co-signed, and you said you knew he had an addiction problem. You knew all these things. And you said that's
something you were mad at us.
Yep.
For saying, or well, we didn't say, but You are
We
mad
said.
at us because someone alluded or someone lied and said that we said something. Like, and you brought it up like yourself. It don't make no sense to me.
Doesn't make sense.
You in it, or you out, like, or you're not. I just don't get it. Choose a side and stick and stay with it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm very sad we're never going to get another live on Amber channel with Amber and Cheryl versus Moderator 148.
I don't believe that.
That was epic.
I believe they're
just
going to
come
listen
back
to us. Yeah,
just
they're gonna
swallow your pride. Who cares, Cheryl? Everyone will jump back on to, like, seriously, you don't, if you don't want to sue them, don't sue them, but definitely jump back on. This was so dumb to let this divide. This is blown out of proportion. Sunny did nothing wrong. Justice for Sunny. She did absolutely nothing wrong. She was interviewing. She's part of the canceled JY. He struck her. Remember when he only struck Black creators?
All Black creators.
Mm-hmm.
He struck. It was one man, me, and then the rest were Black women.
Gio, I see Gio on Instagram, but I don't see him on
Gio.
Cheryl's. I don't know anything about her personal relationship.
Y'all, let's not bring that stuff here.
Yeah, we don't know nothing about that. But we do know that I think Perry and Cheryl could easily say, hey, listen, we jumped the gun. It's been hard for us. It's been rough for us. We had this guy. We've been suing him. We then had to go with Lita Leda because she won that case allegedly. You know, I don't want to say allegedly. She said she won it, you know. And then she's friends with Amber again. Like, hey, that's fine. That's fine and dandy, Randy. But quit believing your own hype, people. Get your egos out of it. No, who cares if some random ex-sub of JY even was talking about you? That is a big response to a little itty.
It was a small part of the, like, and I gotta be honest, like it was like the house when I watched the video first, because remember I talked to Cheryl after the video. Because once she gave me an apology, I want the people to know who owe me an apology and the people who don't to know.
You talked to Cheryl when did you say? Sorry.
Right after the video.
Like recently?
Yes. I told her,
yes,
like,
yes, I knew
girl,
that.
you don't owe me nothing. Because I don't need apologies from people. I don't need apologies from, and I don't want. I think the bigger thing is I don't want anyone feeling bad or whatever. If it comes to thinking about Busy and they're like, oh my God, I didn't know I was hurting him or something. I want people to know who hurt me, and the people who don't know that they didn't hurt me, like you didn't hurt me. So I talked to her right after, but then I saw the video and I was like, girl, this was 2 minutes. It
was such a big
whole live about these 2 seconds of the It was like the end.
Yes, the beginning, which was about Holly White. I guarantee it was about Heidi Black, and then the end, which was a reference to Cheryl. And she just said, "I feel like you jumped on Danny's thing." But Danny even said, "I don't feel that way. Like, I support you, Jess. Thank you for being a fan." But even Danny, like, Danny dropped everything with the sham investigation she was doing to do this, and she has been diligent. And she didn't let anything get in her way. They did have a little snafu, I think, because there was some other person with another petition, but they got over that.
There were several petitions.
And people were saying this is what JI wants. This is what JI wants. And I think Amber said, oh, this made me laugh. If you dislike me or you're hating on me, JY wins. Well, no, ma'am. No.
That's not how it goes.
No. People can hate on you and you can be mad about it, but that doesn't, like, somehow everyone's got to like her, otherwise the racist wins. No.
That's not how that goes.
Let's stop that. Quit believing the hype, man. Oh my God. Don't be a Momo. Like, come on. Calm it down. You don't get merch until you get him canceled. Okay. Me and Busy started on an entertainment parodying this. And I'm an entertainer.
He went to me.
You don't get merch until you get him canceled. That's when you get merch.
Oh God. That is funny.
It's doing a lot. It's doing a lot. And people, they're like, well, we're putting our neck out there. Yeah, because you co-signed him and you sat next to him when he was doing his problematic shit. So, and let's not pretend.
Has Holly said anything in any of this?
Holly is a mod for Amber. I think Holly wants it to blow under the rug. People want to forget that Heidi Black is a racist, a racist apologizer. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
wait, so she don't she talk about,
I don't know if she's went on
obituaries on her channel. Hasn't she?
Well, she's got 19 people watching her drink with somebody, I think. Or maybe when you're drinking with your 19 watchers.
Said anything.
I don't watch Holly, but that's one of the few I normally watch.
Put it in
but
the
I
chat,
can't.
y'all. Has she said anything? She had a whole channel, and that man has disrespected her. Has she said one word? One word. It's about her business. No, she's not minding her business, because the business that is hers is the fact that that man treated her very poorly, and that video's still up. Okay, dragged her up and down. Okay,
People said no.
she hasn't said anything.
Holly's the real villain. She's a villain.
She's a,
Her and JY, they're gonna
woman.
get back together, because when he was coming for Squirrel, saying about the arm, he was like, I should have listened to Heidi. And you could tell he wanted, and she'll take him back in a second, because Monica will tell her to, and she'll take him back. Holly
believe
is
that she's
gross.
still in it, because he's trying to get revenge for Monica. Oh, dude, the way you did us, girl. First of all, Monica did her own self dirty, and the way she did her piano, and the way she treated people. And that's a nasty woman with a nasty attitude, a nasty vocabulary, and she just bad energy, everything about her. And let me tell you something, Monica. And if y'all go to Instagram and start to see that she also is on Instagram trying to act like nothing happened. Hey guys, she has now she has an Instagram channel. Y'all need to get that removed and taken away too. That is a nasty lady. She is a nasty woman. She doesn't deserve people to follow her. She doesn't deserve people to view her, to take the 2 years old tea from her. That is a nasty lady. I will never get over her. The way she talked about me and the way she talked about my best friend, I will never get over her. And looking like that when she tried to show her ribs, girl, on Christmas Eve, girl, it's a no for me. It's a no for me.
And they all kiss her ass like she's some celebrity. She has nothing. She just has made up tea, stolen made up tea.
And persona don't even look like that lady who was on that in that photo. Just a liar.
Nothing like her.
Liar.
So Deb had a whole stream, because when she got exposed, I was like, who cares? we didn't even do a live about it. We're like,
well, I mean, but we weren't hurt. Those people were hurt by her.
We're hurt, yep.
Extremely hurt by her.
But you can watch So Deb's to see her outing.
Girl, and you don't deserve it. So I want to make sure that if the people are still canceling the people, go over to Instagram, because she started an Instagram page. And I need that
Cheryl
one needs
said,
to be taken away as well.
Monica's trying to come out with shitty podcasts. That's what Cheryl said.
Really?
And Cheryl's like, not on my watch. But are you out of that now too? Because she's saying
busy
her name.
rebranding. She can't rebrand herself. That video, she was. How do you take advice from someone who lost their whole channel? Okay, she's rebranding him. Girl, how do you take advice from someone who can't even get their own channel back?
I for real, who got bullied out of the game.
To be honest, okay, had somebody who couldn't even see straight on her channel, and now they don't even do videos at all. Doesn't even do videos at all. And here you take advice from her.
I just did a Cheryl Perry moment. I go, oh no, because Perry will say something awful, and Cheryl will go, oh no, Perry.
Oh no. Sorry.
And I just did that when you said that.
Truth hurts.
Oh, no.
Truth hurts. But you're gonna take advice from her. I told Joleen this all the time. I will always have smoke for that black woman. I do not like her. I think she is evil. She is a racist about it. She's in bed with the racist. The stuff she said about me, the stuff she has said about my friend, and then she sits here and gets on live, supports. They even do Instagram things together. Y'all, YouTube is not the only place I need to look. I started watching. There is a channel with her, and I think the latest videos or whatever the latest posts were with him. It says all about the tea and John Yates. Like they do stuff together. It needs to be canceled. It needs
Maybe
to
that's
be
what
removed.
Cheryl was talking about.
It needs to be. I saw that the other day and I was like, what is this? And she said, hey guys, so listen to this. Hell no. Girl, the fact that she thought she could bring that over there to Instagram, take that down too. I need y'all to go over there and make sure you strike and do whatever y'all need to do over there as well. I don't like that lady and the way she's talked to me, the way she's been nasty. Run her off every platform. Let's just make sure that the only thing she can be on is, I don't know, Tinder, giving her news.
What's this? Did you see Jen was arguing with a paraplegic? Graphic designer. What? What is going on? These people.
Not a paraplegic graphic designer. First of all, the talent, okay, the drive. But no, we did not know that. Monica started an issue with her panel a year after one of them quit. She is a nasty. That is a nasty lady. That is a nasty, mean woman. And because I've been raised by, I have been around, I love, support, care for all Black women. When I met this one, it was a game changer for me. And I was 30 something years old when I realized that Black women act like that. That lady is nasty, she's mean, she's diabolical. It's crazy. Everything about her.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're getting our likes up. Yeah, you guys get those likes up. 524 in the chat.
Oh,
we also. I don't know if we hit our goal yet. Also, I don't know if you know this, and I want to get your reaction when I tell you this. Okay. Thank you, Diana Lee. My mom constantly told me you are judged by the people you are. So the company you keep a lot of times. Okay. So I heard Amber talking on her channel saying that moderator 148 majored in cultural diversity. Or she got a degree in it or something. I swear, something like that. Put it in the chat what it was. But
majored in what?
And she called Amber and she was like, John Yates isn't racist. And I'm not racist because I majored in cultural diversity.
You're not racist because you majored in
something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
Our degrees or the lack thereof.
Mod 148 majored in some kind of I think it was cultural diversity or like
that's not a
something.
Thing. That's not
I never heard that. I took a class in college called Prejudice and Racism, which it taught you about prejudice and racism. But I have never heard of, and there's no way this chick could sit up there majoring in any kind of diversity or culture or anything.
Now, diversity and inclusion, and that's not that's not a you can't major in it.
That is true, Joleen.
Yeah, it's like there's no way. There's no way. They're like, there's no way. That's not a major.
When I heard that, I was like, I have to tell Busy. I had to write it down. Okay,
to be honest, and the fact that some people are come on, notes. The fact that some people still use that, I can't be racist. I went to school and looked at God. Your kid has nothing to do with what you learned or the lack thereof in school in class. They said, "Oh my God, can we please talk about?" Nah, I don't. It does seem like we've been, going in on just a little bit, but can we talk about the stuff that she was bringing up and how he treats Black people? And like this is someone who was a part of the hags, her experience
Who are we
herself.
talking about?
Jess, and she was able to talk about his like extreme hatred or disdain or problems with Black people.
But also that this was probably a required HR class because when you work in corporate America or something or jobs and they make you take like the cultural diversity course.
Girl.
Where it's like you have to answer questions like, would this be considered discrimination? And she was like, no. She failed it. There's no way. She went to Phoenix University to get a degree in cultural. Yeah, Jess was never a hag. She was just she was a supporter.
She said she was trying to get in there though.
Yes.
She was trying to climb the ranks. Oh,
Read that busy.
No.
Oh my God. Okay,
great
so
course.
You want to
course.
Sorry, you wanted to talk about Jess.
Yes, like there was a lot that was revealed. I don't want to say it was. We already saw it. We already knew. But to have someone who came from the inside and could also say, which is why I don't This is why I don't understand Holly and Monica. You have even these white people coming out and being like, yeah, girl, he don't like the Blacks. Okay, he don't like them. I was a part of the Klan when he was disrespecting them. He don't like the Blacks. He don't like them.
They fixed his hood and they dusted him off. They fixed his hood and they put David Duke back up for all of us to have to put up with. If you co-sign David Duke, you cannot drop out of the movement. You can't have merch until he's canceled, and you can't say fuck Reddit, a organization and a group of people that worked to get him canceled long before it was popular, long before it could be monetized. Because even me and Busy make money off.
And then they canceled the last. They also canceled. Well, we make money off a lot of other things.
Of course, but I'm just saying, like,
didn't they cancel the other Reddit thing? There was one before this. You remember that?
Yeah, and you can blame this
lady.
Mm-hmm.
The cultural diversity lady.
She wanted to protect a racist so bad, she had the original OG Reddit taken down.
How do you live for cultural and diversity? You take down Reddit, which it's a form of free speech and experiences and knowledges and background. How do you do that?
Right. And you're sticking up for a full ass bully who threatens to put kids on adult websites.
And full racist. Like I love Reddit. And you know I hate to go over to Reddit. Now, not that I don't, because I do sometimes, but you remember it's scary to me. It's a very scary. Reddit is a very scary place to me. I love the people who love me. I always will, but it's just very scary. It's the white lipstick alley. I was about to say something. It was about that man.
About Reddit.
Racism.
Oh yeah, you love Reddit, but he was racist.
He was racist, and the fact that she revealed that the reason why he acted the way he acted with all of these people because of how racist he is. The stuff that he has going on with that the Hamburglar. What's that boy's name?
The Hamburglar.
Yeah, what's
Chody?
No, he's a black content creator.
ATV?
Yes, ATV. Okay.
Why do you call him the Hamburglar?
I mean, hey. I've
never heard you say that. The Hamburglar?
Let's keep moving.
I gotta take a break. Not the Hamburglar. Oh my god, I'm stuck on my Birkenstocks. I gotta go. Right. We gotta get to Busy Read still. Oh, we got a super chat. Let's see. All right, Amber is showing us some HR love. Culture diversity is a human resource class for a job. Thank you for the laughs. Mod 148 is nothing more than a racist supporter, in my opinion. I asked her, how many times does someone have to say the N-word before? Yes, that's what I heard on Amber's stream that she said to him. So I would love Mod for 148. I would love, Amber, if we could make a request. Okay. I think obviously you don't have to listen to what we say. You should, but just make up with the Reddit. Keep going. Don't say fuck Reddit, and get Cheryl back in this and get Mod 148 back on the panel.
Now that part funny. I endorse.
Now, that was funny.
Anything else that she's doing and how she's God, this is why I told you I feel like she was sending those pieces to herself. God, anything else prior to anything else that Joleen said prior to get Cheryl back in the game, I do not endorse. But
what did I say? I forget now.
Oh, get back into Reddit, girl. However she wants to.
No, apologize to her.
Do whatever you need to do, girl. But as long as you get Cheryl back, I'm fine with that.
Get Cheryl back, Amber. You know you can. Tell her this is a bad look, and she doesn't want this mess because she promised.
Oh, that she would do it. And how do you make a promise like that to someone and then you just dip out?
Cheryl, you don't want to do that.
This is not good publicly. like from public view. Okay, and if I was advising any of my clients, I'm like, girl, you're innocent to the end. You just said you told these people that you'll do this.
And I don't think the people that are going on Cheryl's channel going, yes, Cheryl, get out of this. Of course, they want her away from JY, just like we did, like everybody does. But they don't realize that Cheryl's been going on all these other channels, making promises, hopping up, being like, you bitch, your husband did this. You know what I mean? Like she's been doing some fun exposing. Like it was like, we did not know until her and Amber went live that Momo was like allegedly writing checks over here, then cashed it at another bank over there. And she got like, I'm serious.
A thief.
I'm I mean, let's go with all these sock accounts. I mean, fraud
I
wouldn't be
mean,
off the table.
when your face looks like a mask, an actual
And it's
mask,
like,
a
how
Party
dare
City.
you? How dare you talk about my Momo like that? How dare you? I'm a good person. That's a little moderator trash can.
Yeah,
for me.
that is that woman is a nasty one. But you know what? I forgive her because I see the type of person she is, and I just realized that your parents didn't raise you right.
No,
And there's no
and it's
looking
like
back.
90. So I
She's
don't know.
promised she'd go broke doing it.
Allegedly, yeah.
Oh, so that's probably what the thing is. She's starting to go broke, and she's like, "Oh, I don't believe this anymore." I didn't think about that. And
Yeah,
I didn't mean the Hamburglar in a rude way. I couldn't remember the boy's name.
You called him the Hamburglar.
It was the reference that I could think of.
That was fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody said.
It was the reference I could think of. But that man has, which I don't. Joleen, you have to explain this to me. Like it just because it doesn't make sense to me. Because JY would be locked, like he would be locked up right now. I had to college every toy he has and every vehicle. If that man said on the internet that I was a predator in any way, shape, or form, and that man said some nasty things.
I would
about
never
me,
have a
but
conversation with him.
I can't civilly, do anything about it. But he said on the internet with other people, because those people would be sued too, with other people that I was a predator. If he said
came
that
back recently, busy. So after his little alleged hospital stay, he comes back online. He does an exclusive interview with Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire, and he says, and AT2, and he mentions ATV, and he says that he's the one who's like a predator. He made a comment about that.
Why is that young man not suing? I would have it's on a platter. Effing
that
it.
Is
daily.
Would actually, I've said before that it is very hard, defamation, stuff like that. But I think now, as many times as he said
not difficult. This is not difficult. Defamation is, I'm not gonna say it's the easy. This is not difficult. This man has gone around, and then other people have said it. You can even prove how many other people have talked about it. This is not a hard case. Now you gotta get the right lawyer. I don't understand it. Oh, and I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people about to be upset.
I better pull up someone else's picture so we don't have any evidence that Busy said it. Instead, she said it. Busy's biggest fan said it.
Okay.
And apparently Cheryl was supposed to interview Momo's twin. I was looking forward to that interview, Cheryl.
Okay. Oh no, take this down. This is serious.
Okay, sorry.
And I told this to you, and I stand firm on this, and I feel this way. And I'm not taking it back. Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in the world. There's a lot of things, y'all. I'm about to take it serious for just 2 minutes. Bear with me. This is a lot that's happening, and it's crazy. And it's people talking about other people, doxing other people, coming out and harassing other people, sending food to yourselves. It's a lot of stuff that's happening. What bothered me throughout all of this, and I have to be honest, I don't care who's mad about it. I did not like I don't like JY using depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, or ideations as a weapon, a tool, or any type of branding for themselves. I don't like that. I think it's nasty. I think it's disgusting. As someone who goes through depression, someone who has gone through suicidal thoughts and ideation and attempts, someone who deals with anxiety as a Black gay man, and it's like I don't like people using stuff like that as a weapon, as a tool against other people. I didn't. That's just off jump. You're a disgusting, nasty disgrace of a human being and a man. I don't like the people who supported or even communicated that out in a way to demonize or demean or try to out people and their experiences or their responses to someone. The fact that someone said, "Oh, you got what you wanted," and put names to it. This is not that whatever that tapes 13 reasons, but it's not 13 reasons why. It's not high
he
school.
treats it like that.
It's disgusting. You're nasty. All of that I don't condone, I don't endorse. I think it's disgusting. I also do not like using taxpayer dollars, funds, and people's responsibilities on outing on YouTube whether or not someone else is lying about their sobriety, going to a hospital, or anything. I did not like that. I tear. I remember I was texting you and I was crying because I was like, all of this is getting out of hand. This man lying, and now these people on the internet calling the police department to figure out whether or not he's lying or not. That, to me, I feel like that went to a whole nother level and it was trashy. This is taxpayers' dollars. We know this man is a liar, and we don't need the proof of whether or not he is where he said he is.
Yep,
it's those people.
He's lied before. He'll lie again.
And y'all sending them out to liars' houses to make sure that he is where he is. There are crises like happening. And we're going to check on this lying asshole down to the mushroom hut. No.
Also, how everyone was like, you need to have grace for Jay White. You need to whatever. He has wished people death. He has wished people commit S. He has talked about burying people. He has had you do not have to have grace for any of these assholes. This guy, so a known racist says he's allegedly going to hurt himself, but really he's just taking cash apps. And Jody, a grown man, can't work, so they got to pay the rent somehow. And he's going live and putting it all over social media and letting Hag 666, run his social media and blame people. I don't have to feel bad for you a day in my life. Nobody wishes this upon you, but I also don't give a fudge, and none of you should either. He's a hateful, problematic man who has a history of faking this shit. Never forget the infamous live where Chody goes, "Oh God, it's cold out here tonight, guys. Cold out here. Just leave me and my damn husband alone. Guys, cold out here, guys. Cold out here. Okay. We went to the store. We got hold on, let me read the script. We got cat food. We came home, cops were there. I don't know if he had a panic attack. I don't know if he tried to hurt himself, but he's in the hospital. I can't go in. I don't know how to work this thing. Is this thing on? Hello. And okay. I had a friend help me. They did. Thank you for helping me, friend. And just leave me and my damn husband alone. This is cold out here, guys. God, it's cold out here, right? I thought it was so interesting that your husband is in an alleged mental crisis and you're in the parking lot doing a live about it to threaten people, to weaponize mental health yet again for money and also to kind of get revenge on people. And the first thing I would do if my husband was in a mental health crisis in the hospital, I couldn't go in with him, would be go live on his Instagram. What's the point?
Never, ever.
Second, the first thing I would say is, "Oh, God, it's cold out here, guys. Cold today. Why would I be talking about the weather? You talk about the weather when you got nothing fucking to talk about. You didn't have nothing to talk about because you were lying about your husband. Because then at the end, you're like, and he was, when I met him, he had to go to the hospital for 6 months. Okay, so if something happens to him, I'm gonna charge you to the full extent of the law. Okay, so just so you know, full extent of the law." And then he's like, "Okay, bye." And then all of a sudden, he's on the side and he was like, "I'm sorry, honey. I know I shouldn't have said the 6 months. I'm sorry, honey. It's cold out here. It's cold." So you have a history of, you have to believe patterns in people. Patterns of behavior show you who a person is, okay? And these are patterns. You're a liar. You've lied about this in the past. You fake the funk on things. You've been shown to be a grifter and a fraud. So people, of course, are not going to believe you.
And the lady who's mad at Reddit, they have that proof.
They have the proof. Go to Yahoo Boy's channel and you can see the proof.
There's proof of him acting like that. And it just, that makes me so upset. And Joleen knows, like, the last year was the worst year of my entire life. But like the beginning of this year, also, like, it started really bad. And for someone to use this, to weaponize this, like, even Joleen and I have talked about, like, our anti-anxiety medications, like, and for someone,
I've been to a hospital.
Like
when I was 28 years old, I had suicidal ideations. I admitted it to my therapist. She said, you should check yourself in. I checked myself in. I was there for 24 hours. It's where I got misdiagnosed. So he said he got diagnosed with bipolar. I got misdiagnosed with bipolar. Then years later, I went and they were like, oh, you've never had mania, manic. So, but a doctor that saw me the next morning, he was like, you need outpatient. You don't need to be here, because I was in, the hospital, and there were people who were very, very much sicker than I was. And so that's kind of put things in perspective, like, oh, wow, there's some people that really can't leave here. But I just took the advice of my therapist. 28 was the lowest year of my life. It was horrible. I had to go on short-term disability. It was really bad, mental health stuff. But then I, years later realized I was misdiagnosed bipolar, and I really was ADHD. And I guess that happens with women a lot. You get misdiagnosed, young girls and women. Yeah. And so, I had a podcast, a Deal With It podcast I did with my friend Andy Erickson, where we talked about mental health issues and chronic health issues, because she was born with Marfan syndrome. She's a hilarious comedian, and I had mental health stuff. So we wanted to open a conversation with people. We called it Deal With It, and we would interview people about their mental and physical health struggles, because everyone's dealing with someone. So the fact that he makes a mockery of this is ridiculous. And the fact that we're supposed to be like, oh, he's the only person in the history of time. Most people have had mental health crises. And guess what I never did? I never popped online as I was having a breakdown and asked people to pay my rent. Guess what I never did? I never gave my, sausage finger friend my phone so she could tappity tap into my phone and blame other people for my problems. I took charge of my life, and I realized that I needed therapy, medication. I needed to come to terms with things I hadn't dealt with.
They teach you those things. Like, you cannot leave if you don't go to those. So this is an exclusive. Joleen already knows this, but I went to the hospital this year, in the beginning of this year. A lot of it was because of the stalker. But I attempted suicide. I did. I was tired of the stress. I was tired of people nagging me. I was tired of all of the stuff that was happening. I was getting caught. This is everything in December.
You have bigger things too in life and stuff you were going through.
It was so much that was going on in my life. And then on the internet, I was being called so many things by that racist man. And
that man came at us. And that stalker came at us like it was insane.
It was crazy. And I ended up in the hospital. I ended up in the hospital. I attempted, and I did not succeed. And the police came to this house, and I was taken away. There's so much that people go through. First of all, no one was recording me on a call. No, I wasn't talking to anyone saying, yes, make sure that the people know. Twitter didn't know, Instagram didn't know, YouTube did not know. It was nobody's. I was trying to get better, and
I didn't know until Tay was night. He messaged me and let me know, and I was grateful because I didn't know where you were. And we had this, this happened. And Busy went through this, and we never talked about it. We never monetized it. We never did anything because this was a serious mental health crisis that Busy went through. So that's real. That's real talk. I commend you, Busy, for being vulnerable enough to share that online, because there are a lot of fucked up people. So when I am going to decide where I'm going to lay my empathy and sympathy and prayers, it's going to be to Busy. It's going to be someone like that. It's never going to be to John Yates. John Yates can kiss all the asses. He can lick all the bunghole. I don't care. But I do commend you so much for sharing that, because I think it's important to realize that, this and normalized talks about mental health, and the way he reacted and how he's weaponizing mental health is not a normal. So when these hags want to go off and cry and go, he was in the middle of a manic episode. No. You don't get any sympathy. You don't get any empathy. You don't get anything. Love to Busy, justice for Busy. And Busy actually went through something and went through multiple things. And he never once used that.
Ever. Half the stuff y'all don't even know. Half the stuff y'all have no idea what I was dealing with. And because it's no one's business. And those are things that you're dealing with internally. your thoughts. Like you can be your own worst enemy. And there's so many, like it brings me to tears, and it frustrates me the fact that they allowed this man, and then they used that. I didn't like that they was trying to weaponize it against Joleen.
I was worried
and other
about
people.
Yeah, our stalker weaponized my mental health and went live when I was doing a vlog in my car talking about like mental health drugs I've tried and been on, like medications they put me on, and used it to create a video. You can still find where it says that I am a drug addict because I'm talking about different antidepressants they put me on and stuff. But I had an original point I wanted to make about Busy. So I was very worried when I told Chell, I said, I think this is going to trigger Busy. So I didn't send you all the stuff I'd normally send you, because I wanted to feel you out. And so, because I was like,
I'm slowly getting, there's a lot of things that I'm different at, and I've learned to deal with in different ways, because I will consume everything before. I will consume all of the world, and then it will consume me. And oh my God, it was just, last year was horrible. And then January, because that's when I attempted, it was the worst of my life. It was the worst. And the people who do these, y'all say nasty stuff, y'all act ridiculous, and you don't understand the harm you're causing, what you're doing to someone. And if someone truly is going through with saying something, or like, you have to recognize the true signs. This man is on the internet regularly, talking, laughing, saying, how about I just do the girls who are about to go. Y'all have read so many stories. Y'all have read articles. Y'all seen movies. The people who are like, we had no idea, because they're going through it and they're struggling. This man is a terrorist.
Yes, because these are usually silent battles people have, really, because
we're not recording it.
Truly at that point, there is a way your brain thinks where you think the world would be better off without you. There's this whole mentality, when people are like, people who take their lives or whatever, they're selfish. And it's like, no, it's the opposite. In that state, you actually think you're doing those around you a favor. Yes. And that's something that these idiots who weaponize this stuff will never. John Yates and his husband are alleged drug addicts. And let me tell you something about addicts. They will do whatever they can to get their next fix. Amen. Okay. You can't look at me in those eyes and tell me for 1 second you ain't on a bunch of stuff allegedly. Okay. So a Busy is doing, I think you're doing a lot. I mean, I can't speak for you.
I'm doing amazing. I go to therapy. You was talking about outpatient. I do outpatient care because it's not over. I'm just not in the hospital anymore. I was there for a week and a half. I didn't even talk to me and you got to a fight.
Yeah, because he just disappeared. And I was like, what the frick is going on? Yeah. And then when Tay told me, I don't think he didn't I didn't know.
He didn't tell you. He did not divulge.
Yes, it was. And I think it's because it's your place to share that about yourself, not even your significant other. I think he was just telling me like he's going to be not here for a while. And I'm like, well, what the hell? Because, Busy will sometimes do these things where he's like, I'm taking a break off social media, or, he'll do that. And I'll be like, okay, now come on, So I was like, what is happening? So then when we did talk and he explained, I was like, oh, I did not know.
Yeah.
Any extent you were on that level. Never.
It was a lot that I was going through, and it was so many people that I had to make up to, because it was really just a lot. But I feel like I'm better. I go to outpatient. I have a therapist. I do counseling, and the people who know me know I'm very vocal about what I'm consuming and what I'm not consuming. I talk about what I'm not gonna look at and what I am gonna watch. It's just different. I am different. I am older. I am more mature, and there's some things that get to me, and there's some things that don't.
Yeah, and I think it's important to definitely, like Muzz is saying, share with people, not the way that these clout chasing idiot grifters are sharing, but like reach out to somebody. if you're in that state, because Busy and I have both been there, and like Busy's saying, you know,
when I'm nervous, I'm
Yeah.
going through something deep, I'm like, okay, Joleen. I remember the first time I was going to like a meeting or whatever, I was telling you like, I'm so scared.
Did you ever talk about? Have you ever talked about? You've talked about your.
I've talked about my sobriety journey. Yeah. I talked about that.
So Busy's on like multiple
difficult
journeys. Like you're on an early sobriety journey, and it's very exciting.
It's difficult. It's exciting. I have gone up and down and all around with it. It's great to have like a support system.
But notice how you don't monetize it or weaponize it, because when you are truly on a mental health journey and on a sobriety journey, you don't, that what he's doing is such a disservice to those people who truly are dealing with mental health things, truly are trying to get sober. The fact that this man can look into his stupid old MacBook camera and say, I learned a lot sober. Sir, you have not been sober one day.
Not at all.
So no.
Not at all.
And okay, Amber, thank you for the super chat. Joleen, I sent you something you need to see before you end this. Let us see your reaction. This is serious. Sent to your account. What account? Where?
She sent it to your not Sip Ki, so it must be Instagram.
That's scaring me. Last time you sent me something that said I had to accept the message, and I don't talk to the characters. I told you guys, it's nothing against you. I just don't talk to the characters.
Because you were on live, we know why you're accepting it. Because if people send like videos and stuff like that, you have to approve them. And you guys, thank you. It's been a journey. I don't talk about that stuff. I don't want anyone to feel like they won over me. Or anyone to feel like they defeated me. And some people who are cruel like that will feel like we got them. And I know, because the way that they treated my friend and they were taking away stuff from her and all of that, it was exciting for them. Oh my God, we got her. Oh, we were.
They would be very excited to know that they were hurting you. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I didn't talk about that publicly because I didn't want.
Can you imagine if you would have been open about that, the stuff JY would have said? I mean, he would have never shown you a moment of grace had he known that. He would have wished.
I've been a black gay male, and he disregards and disrespects all that. He's a gay male himself and disregards that.
Yep.
He would have dragged me even more.
I talked about that on my Joleen Vlogs channel, because I've been doing these late night vlogs or whatever while you're fast asleep. But I said, I really do. I think it just proves more of John Yates' racism, how he looks at you, Busy, and how he talks about you, because he really does believe he's better than you. And I don't know how someone can look in the mirror with the lack of accolades, the lack of looks, the lack of finances, the lack of friends, the lack of a good relationship, and think for a day he's better than someone like Busy Blue, who has all of that in spades, and that only is because you as a black man. I truly believe that. He thinks just inherently because his skin is white, he's better, even though his skin is like milky white crack. You know what I mean? And like it's been scraped on the sidewalk. So it's a hot mess. You and your unemployable husband, I'll never be better than him a day in your life. But you talk as though it just baffles me. I mean, how you always know when white trash people think they're better. Yeah, than a person of color. And you're like, oh, wait, you're just racist. You're just racist. Because there's not delusion big enough for that. I mean, I don't understand it. I'm like looking at my friend who's handsome and smart and a Howard graduate and has a job where he's changing the world. And Milky White Crack is like, Busy Blue is a loser. Do you know what a loser is, sir? Look in the mirror if it's not cracked already. I mean, come now, white cow. I do not understand that. But that just proves more of, his racism. Amber, I don't know where you sent this thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything on my.
Yes, let's have that hashtag, please.
Milky White Crack. I mean, that is like, I don't have anything on my. Do we have anything on this on the Sip Ki one?
She said, "Not Sip Ki." Let me look.
Did you email it? Did you email it to me?
Oh, whoa, my phone died.
Okay, I gotta wrap it up soon because I know that Chel's like, hello.
Wow. And you know what? Because I
Because I have
overslept,
children
I
now.
told myself,
I'm a
I
muntie.
told myself I'll stay here as long as Joleen needs me to because I
Oh my
overslept.
gosh. Well, maybe we'll have to do a second one to get through the
We'll
rest
do a
of this
second. We'll
because
do a second one.
I'm a muntie now, like Marlo.
Mhm.
Well, temporarily. When my niece and nephew are here until
You're
the
ex-felon?
10.
Oh, you're taking care of children. You said like
Mhm.
Marlo, sorry.
I've been a muntie now for like weeks.
I
Just me and Chel
know.
with COVID, temporarily raising a 5 and almost 8-year-old. Okay. So we need your money. You know,
Very much so.
they have really I have to be responsible now, and my husband's getting over COVID. So I don't know how you guys, well, no one's sending me 1K. I had COVID, then Chel had COVID. How are we supposed to work with Chel? And you know, how am I supposed to, you know what I mean? Like just like Chody. Just like Chody.
That's true.
Hmm.
Have we ever made 1K in one video? We
think so.
should. Now we
We
teach the
should.
girls. Like we're open, we're honest, we teach the girls.
Right. Okay.
We have not.
I don't think we have.
We should.
Right. I am raising kids temporarily. Oh, do you have the
I didn't
busy
look
reads?
up anything today.
Okay.
I didn't look up anything today.
Let's end
let's do one. Yeah, let's do one.
Let's
tomorrow.
Okay, you want to do one tomorrow?
Or today.
Well, yeah, we'll do one Sunday nights. Or no, is it Saturday? It's Saturday. Oh my God.
Today's Saturday.
Having these temporary kids is just, we went to the mall today. Yeah. They had hot dog on a stick because they're carny kids. We love carnivals. It's carnival food at the mall. I never had hot dog on a stick a day in my life. But these kids were like, no. Mm-mm. I love the outfits though. I feel like I'd wear it normally.
Yes.
And kids eat a lot. Okay. I'm just so proud of you for sharing that. I didn't think you would share that, and I'm very proud of you.
Well, how long has it been? It's been about half a year. There's been a lot that's just been happening, and I think I want to be open and honest with my frustrations with all of this. Like, it's crazy, and we have to bring some intelligence or some knowledge or civility to this nonsense that's happening with all of these people, but also it affects us. Like we're not just raised, and this is what my problem was with, if Cheryl and Perry are gonna bow out, then what's your real cause? Because I have been upset and frustrated and talked about and humiliated and all of these things to no extent on the internet, and it really affected my real life. So I'm not gonna stop and not talk about or say anything about him or whatever, because I almost lost like a lot, and I don't like the way, when I'm seeing the way that he's acting or the way he's treating people or what's happening. I think it was only a matter of time where I was like, look, this is going through stuff like this because of him and that stalker mainly. You cannot let these people do this, because if it's not me, it could be somebody else listening to his mess, listening to our stalkers' mess, listening to mess of other people, also JY supporters on the internet, and then they go and do something that they may regret. And because I went through that, and because I experienced that, and how low I got, I don't want anyone else to. It was only a matter of time that I had to share that, because it hurt.
Well, I appreciate it, because you only help people when you share real stories like that. And notice how you didn't go to the internet and say these people caused this, even though these people played a part in it, And it's interesting because anyone else's situation, I even remember just bringing it back to the squirrel. She was honest about having a mental health crisis in January, and glad that you're better, as much as we make fun, like, for real, glad you're better. Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire, if there's people that still support them out there, went live and talked about how hers was for fraudulent reasons. Mrs. Doubtfire was like, and then, she went online and she went on social media with, that's not what you do. And she described everything that John Yates did.
It does.
The hypocrisy. And so the fact that Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire want to say everyone else is a hypocrite, ma'am, you are disparaging. You're like threatening and ripping on everyone else for saying they didn't believe JY, who has a history of grifting and fraud online. And yet you then go and say that someone else is faking it and saying that Jules is somehow like, if you're not going to believe
Does that lady
her
have
story,
kids?
they both have kids. Thank you, Bridget Lynn. Thank
Ain't
you.
no damn boy.
Yes.
They
So
let her
I
leave
just
the
thought-
hospital with a
And as freaking the Scottish egg is literally going like, you guys, how dare you go after John Yates? He's a good guy who put a picture of my dead mother up that I wrote to Joleen about that desecrated her memory. I think I'm just going to ultimately share the screenshot of her message to me where she said she respects us and loves us and John Yates is trash and she'll never make the same mistake twice. But
okay.
she is up there saying this and you guys are bad, with Scottish egg boogers in her nose and stuff. And then she then goes on to, her and Momo go on to disparage what the squirrel went through. Well, listen, ma'ams, what the frick are you talking about? Like, you're the height of hypocrisy. The height. As far as I know, the squirrel doesn't have a history of faking mental health. But Mrs. Doubtfire, your new best friend who posted a picture of your dead mom, does.
Ooh.
You guys are the worst channel on the internet. As much as we need to cancel John Yates, you got to cancel Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire. You can't be having Grandma's Gone Wild out here protecting racists on the internet, doing a cold shoulder and dancing to some hits from the late 1990s. Okay,
Look at our I see it. Look into
what is it? Is it bad? I get nervous.
Well, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't.
I don't think
well,
I
she
have
said
the.
They said they
log.
wanted your. Yeah, that's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie.
What's a lie?
Don't I don't. You saying you were about to say that? It's a lie. You have this. You have it. You have it for everything.
I don't have the login for it. For real, it's not on my phone. I can only have so many accounts. I hit my max.
It's the same for everything.
Can you just text it to me right quick?
Yes.
They're as bad as him, if not worse. Cancel. You need a petition to cancel Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire because they do not know how to act on the internet. They know how to act on the internet.
Ozza just text me. Is she watching this?
Hi, Ozza. I have no idea. What is the stuff?
I'm thinking it's this.
Okay. Wait to. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me try here. Let me see if I can add another account. Okay. I have
You
so
should
many
be able to.
For all my podcasts through the years, all my shows. Oops, I just logged into Mary DeBravo.
Okay.
While you're waiting. Oh, I can't add account. You already have a maximum number of accounts active.
You lie for real?
I swear. Okay, let me see if I can. 90 Day with Nan. I can't get rid of that one. Let me see which one I can get rid of. I think I do have one that I go creep on people with.
So as you all know, as you can hear, I'm the only one who runs our Sip Ki account.
Yes. Okay, you're gonna have to show it or watch it first, and watch it before you share it because this could be a trap.
Okay, let me watch it now.
You never know. This could not be the real Amber. Maybe it's Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire.
All right, I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Okay. Yeah, they're the worst. The worst. What in the hijack? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I can't hear you, so don't worry, you're good. So the minute that he is banned or gets, his second community guideline strike on YouTube, that's when all of a sudden hell breaks loose and he's out here self-harming. And remember that the story that's told and is a self-harm story, if anything, which, yeah, don't harm yourself. But you're being told that it's an attempt. You're selling it to people as an attempt. Yet it's someone who talks about this all the time and weaponizes mental health and S attempts. However, you're doing it the wrong way. It doesn't make any sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it's probably not true. Okay. And doing it to justify a CP accusation that disgustingly JY. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He needs one more strike. Yeah, then he's toast. If he gets one more. And I feel like he should have gotten the maximum amount. Is this good or bad, Busy? I'm like, what is he watching? What is happening? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hmm? What? Oh my God, you're scaring me. I hate this. Why did this happen? Why couldn't you just give us a summary? Why do you have to send us a video? What? Oh, I hate this. Okay, I'm trying to relax. I got anxiety and I get sweaty palms. Uh-oh. He's not crying. Are you crying, Biz? Oh, God. If you made my friend cry, I'm going to be so mad. Yeah, I couldn't find the statement video either. Where is that? You're talking about the interview with Mrs. Doubtfire and Momo. Did they private it, and why would they private it? You know? Oh my God. Yeah, why during a live, Amber? I'm worried. You're gonna have diarrhea. Hurry up. We just had a very touching moment. Thank God we got send us some super chats for extra Kalana pen or Cash App. Ooh. They dirty deleted. Of course they did. Can you send me the link so I can see it? Okay. Hold, please. Oh, I don't like this. And don't ever do this to us again, please. I don't get off on this shit.
I send it to you. Mute yourself.
Oh no, I'm like really scared. Okay.
You shouldn't be scared, but people are disgusting. People are like really disgusting, like just nasty.
I said, like, I needed that reminder. Did you send it me in text or Insta?
A text. I can't hear you. Perfect. All right. It's just people are. It's nasty. People are nasty, y'all. I was tearing up because it's like, how do you? People are disgusting. People are disgusting. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I want to see Joleen's reaction.
I think I heard that when it was live.
What?
Now that I remember, yeah. I've watched so many of these lives. So it's basically Anne and Momo when Amber put out a statement when she was fighting with Lisa Ham. So again, it's like, oh, believe JY, but no one else. Like hashtag only JY, you know? So
And
Amber
laughing.
Amber was talking about
the part that made me tear up.
It was a letter, right? That she left to her family or something.
Yeah.
About taking herself out. And Anne and Maria. Well, let's just play with how they're laughing about it. So after they read the letter out loud. Because I think Amber might have posted on social media. Is that how it worked? Like maybe she posted the thing on social media, like, hey, Sharp Entertainment, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah,
But we're
maybe.
supposed to. So again, it's a social media thing, but your dudes was a social media thing too. But we're supposed to care.
Sure was, and
Like, you
and
guys
did
are so
updates.
Mrs. Doubtfire. You're the most disappointing because I think Momo's a fraud. You know, she's you knew she was gonna. I mean, look at her. Now she's like she's barking up all kinds of places trying to, you know, get at people or whatever. So but with Anne, she pretends to be something she's not. If your best friend's Momo, you're Momo. You're Momo, okay?
Amen.
So she basically is
Right,
like,
listen to this.
okay.
Make sure, this is your post. Make sure to tell Lisa Ham she won. After tonight, no one will hear from me again. You fucking liar. Now, maybe with me being gone.
Do you hear Mrs. Doubtfire laughing?
Hey, my kids, TLC, sharp, you will be held accountable. My alternate account has all cyberbullying and threats on it. I'll do what I can to protect my kids. So with me being gone, maybe they have a chance at living. Cyberbullying takes another victim. May 29, 2020. You're still here, Amber. You're still here.
It's disgusting. It's
They're gross.
disgusting.
They're gross. If you subscribe to them and you put like you're gross. The grossest people, they're the ones that protest so much, are the people that are doing all this stuff. It's disgusting.
You don't have to like or love a person to have empathy. Like you, like it, you just. I'm not best friends with that lady. Sometimes I don't like her. But you, how couldn't you not? And we apologize if we re-traumatized.
And I do think it wasn't necessary for sure. I do. I don't know that. Yeah,
that was disgusting. It was nasty. It was, but
I think I remember
this
hearing
is what you do.
This is what they do.
And then you talk about other people and you laugh. And these people raise children. Like this is how people were pushed into the world, being raised like this. Like being raised like this. When people are like, who raised you? These people, these women pushed out and then raised people to go into the world and act like this.
We got to end on something better, man. That was depressing.
It was.
Well, you know, it does show though the hypocrisy of these two. So the people that need to hear it won't listen to it, but the fact that these talentless hags who are, you know, who was I listening to? It was John Yates who was saying on his 12-hour live, that these old women need to be planning their funerals, not online. I think him and Chody were saying that, talking about like Jules and the older hags. It's like the oldest hags is Momo, who's I believe 69, and
Great
Mrs.
number.
Doubtfire is like 75. So yeah, 75 and 69.
Whoa.
And so 69 boys. Push it real good. I don't know why I got it. I don't know why. But if anyone's bullying, it's these grandma ass ladies. These grandma ass ladies with their Peppa Pig, you know, whatever she's got. She was singing.
Pig. I thought you're supposed to care less when you get older. It's like, who cares?
Oh my God, they're so stupid. Okay, so I do have this video, which isn't a good way to end, but it is 7 minutes of some of the worst threats from the JY 12-hour live. Put it in. I did add some music to it, and I did add some reactions, and it is commentary.
So I think it's the best way to end.
But it's a way to remember. It's, you know, the kids stuff, all that. It's a way. He doxes so much. Like he says Sailor Moon's real name constantly in this. Yeah. And Keister Marie is up there saying the real name. And I wish you had a busy read it to us.
Me too.
But
me too. Y'all, I literally just woke up. I was sitting right here. I thought I was going to be able to wake up. So I took a nap right here on this bed. And I haven't even read all my messages or whatever, but I'm sure Joleen was cussing me out.
I was like telling everyone, tweet at him, message him. Like I could not get a hold of you. I tried to FaceTime you. But I can't imagine like freaking Nana, you know, because these chicks are older than Nana. Nana's a little younger than Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire. But I can't imagine Nana These are boomers. Like, I can't imagine her getting online saying this. Nana would never. And I do know that Mrs. Doubtfire was a big fan of me and Nana. And she was always liking my stuff. And she was always liking Nana stuff. She said she loves Nana when she was messaging me what a big fan she is. So when Mrs. Doubtfire wants to say, oh, you guys are big fans, it's like, no one's a fan of you, Ann. You have no talent. Like, you were the one. I don't remember messaging you. You were messaging me. Yeah. So I think she's trying to like pull some Nana's coolness, and it's like, that ain't gonna work. You can't fake the funk. You cannot fake the funk.
JL thought wisdom comes with age, and I thought relax. I thought you just pulled back. I thought you just are like, who cares anymore,
right? And then we saw like some boobs. I don't know what, Keister Marie. We get it. You don't like Amber. You don't like Sailor Moon, but you are barking up the wrong tree. Like, go quit having her on these streams. She's not 100% well either. So just stop.
Kirstie Alley's boobs were showing. What is this?
They call her Keister Marie. It's Christy Marie because she said she put meth in her butt at one time. So she was having a vulnerable moment where she was sharing, which I give her that, you know.
Girl, she must have had a time of her life, meth in her butt. Oh my God.
Isn't that going to seep through and like then get you high?
Oh, girl, I'm sure she was rammed up and down. That sounds like the best time.
That's a sensitive area too. So I feel like butthole meth will get you higher than you.
Oh my God, I'm sure
the apartment complex, not just the apartment. The apartment complex when you do
the whole complex, the whole street, the whole block. Your turn. Everyone on the block. Oh my God. First, you know what? Props to you. That sounds like an amazing night.
Right. So, but she's been going up on, and now she's like, oh, I don't remember that. She apologized on this 12-hour live to Nat. We'll have more tomorrow, but I'll pull more tomorrow. But she apologizes to Natalie, who said she could buy and sell all of us. And JY went and was like, Sailor Moon treated her horribly on her channel. No, she didn't. Natalie went up on Sailor Moon's channel. They asked her questions, and she said her first words were, I could buy and sell all of you. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
What in the slavery is this?
Exactly. Jay Kiddo, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, bless the butthole math. Okay, so here is
Girl Anonymous. It kind of does sound amazing, though.
I mean, it kind of does. It kind of does. Thank you. Keep those super chats flowing in. Me and Busy are going to
you guys, thank you. We need to have $1,000 stream, and we need to not.
We're not coming back tomorrow.
Because I don't understand how he met. This is new news to me.
Yeah, no, they are paying his rent.
How does he make $1,000 and we don't?
Right, and the dog. She needs to put the dog to sleep, not down, but like in a different room.
No shade, y'all. And this is not jealousy or whatever. I'm really baffled. I'm confused.
I'm confused. Natalie M is one of his supporters, and she went up voluntarily on Sailor Moon's channel and then said she could buy and sell everyone. I'll pull that too. If someone from Sailor Moon's channel can get me the clip of that, I want to add it in. So if you could please send me that would be amazing. And then Sailor Moon, if you could, well, I mean, it'll be commentary, but I mean, I'll ask your permissions.
I guess JY supporters are like, well, they're older, so probably no student loans. And no mortgages. That's true. Sorry, we have a younger audience. That is true. We do have a younger audience.
I think their ladies thought they were sending $10 and then they hit one extra zero. But they don't really get it because I know sometimes Nana, she was buying stuff from countries she never plans to go to, and I was like, Nana, you don't got to get a Beatles blanket from halfway across the world. So I had to put a stop to Nana's face. Nana will click on Facebook links and buy stuff and go, I was supposed to get here from China 6 days ago. I go, that ain't coming, Nana. So I get it. You know, when you're old and you don't get it. They were just like, oh, crap. Oh, well, it comes out of my Social Security. Excuse me. We also get a little like, do you love how JY is benefiting from all of the most socialist type programs? Because who's paying for that doctor stay? How does he have subsidized housing? Yet he's a hardcore Trumper, and Trump would have him on the streets and dead.
This is what I don't understand. Any of the, maybe it's just because I'm a black person, the way that he's been able to live. Okay, he's like, why do I need to get a job and all of this stuff? And it's like, but how are you living? How are you living? And we have I have family members in slums, And this man has a whole house.
And they're
he has
all
a
on
whole house.
disability. They're all on all the things that none of these Trumper type politicians, Marjorie Green Taylors, would ever for the life of them give you in your life. You should be praying to the shrine of Bernie Sanders, you dumb bitch, but you're just not that smart.
These people are paying for it. These people are paying for it.
Who do you think's paying for all this stuff that JY and his husband get for taxpayers? Do you think JY has filed a tax return in the past? I would love that's the next proof I want to see.
He has.
Rabbit, can you look into that? Can you? Yes, the most confused. The only thing he has in common with that is the show your papers type, how he did to Rabbit. He was very xenophobic and he said Rabbit is, I think, illegal, right? He said Rabbit something. He made some comment.
Her and your husband.
Which our stalker did to my husband. He said wanted my husband to show his papers. So Rabbit, I do know your comment's still up on the stalker's thing. It popped up for me. So just so you know, he's going to live with that, you know, might want to take that one down, but he does not. He is very xenophobic and he hates on anyone from Latin, Hispanic descent. Like
no shade to the
he
girl
said he had a
hole.
right to see my husband's papers. He said it's not racist, it's not bigoted. My husband, who was born in the United States, whose parents are immigrants from Mexico.
Disgusting.
I mean, it was so disgusting. It's like who are more successful than he'll ever be in his entire life. Like it's so gross. All because my husband is brown. He was like, he just show his papers. I was like, oh God, I hate you. I hate you people. Okay, thank you, Bella Marie. Thank you, Bella Marie.
Well, that's why I don't like, I can't take the girl down the hole. No shade to her. But I did not like once she went over. Anyone who went over, she has
apologized though. She did apologize.
I don't care. I don't care. Anyone who went over. Now, people have said some nasty things about us, and people have been mean. Okay, whatever.
Do research into who you support before.
There, those are the people I will say, okay, thank you so much, but I'm always gonna look like this because all you have to do is watch 2 videos. All you have to do is watch 2 videos, and then you'll be like, yeah, this man's unhinged, and maybe I shouldn't support anyone who went there and cooperated.
He's talking about our stalker. Yeah,
I'm never gonna be able to look at them. I'm not gonna look at them the same. I'm sorry. I just won't be able to. And the way that I was treated and you were treated and the stuff you lost.
Yeah.
Anyone who had
there's still a whole playlist up that says Joleen is a racist.
Yeah, anyone who had anything to do with it said a comment wrote over there. Girl is sorry. In my book, I'll always look at you like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Because that's I can't.
I know. It's hard. It's hard.
Go ahead with what you were saying.
Okay. So so thank you, Rabbit, for the super chat. Thank you, Celestial Dragon. It's just hard because you really got it. It was like when I interviewed or whatever, gave Kucha opportunity to apologize. You weren't here. You wouldn't have proved. I was feeling very nice that day, but she still mods for him. And I said, well, I think you have a type because she went from real to JY to now our stalker. And I was like, I think you have a type and you need to look into that because it's problematic. Okay. So, Busy said, no, Busy.
It's a no for me.
Yeah. There's a whole there's a whole thing. So, okay. So here we'll end on this little thing with JY and stuff. Yeah, and they put Nana in the videos. I hate when the stalker.
I didn't like when my partner was being brought into all of them, and then my friends were being. December was the worst. Oh, December, January.
Yeah, Cooch is our stalker's mod. Coochie Cream is our stalker's mod. At one time, 148 was. She probably still is. And Heidi Black. Our stalker, they encouraged John Yates to follow our stalker's direction. Who wanted it was here's the irony. Our stalker's a black guy, right? So he was going to help JY, but then we outed hey, dude, our stalker then became a hag. He became
was giving money.
Yeah, he was giving money, right? So then we outed and said, "Hello, dumbass. This guy's racist," and he was like, "Oh, well, and but he was supporting them." And then we called it out publicly. He knew he was racist. He knew what he said, but he didn't care, But
that was before he supported him before he did the video about me saying the N-word several times to cancel himself. He did that after the man was supporting him, and he was still supporting him.
So Heidi Black, moderator 148, and Coochie Cream go over there because they hate us for some reason. And Coochie couldn't even remember why she hated me. She was like, I think you blocked me or something, or you guys out of your chat. And I got mad. I was like, okay. So they go over to a hateful stalker man's, who's also very fraudulent. You can look it up in the Indiana court system if you want to look it up. A whole fraud charges the guy had, doesn't like to pay his bills. He doesn't like any of that stuff. Okay. Anyways, so they go over there and they were like, John, take this guy knows how to get at Busy and Joleen. So take his advice. So John's like, oh, and then you think for 1 second, the racist John Yates is going to take advice from a black man? Give me a break. He's a racist. You idiots. So of course, John's like, no, I'm not gonna, I don't need him. And then he pulled away, but all the hags stayed supporting and still do. And one of the stalker's mods has been dancing around. Mel has been dancing around in Squirrel's chats.
What?
And saying, yeah, and making up all these lies that she didn't help take the Treetopia, take the sponsorship. I have the screenshots. I saved them all. I'll send them to you. And I think Housewives on YouTube, this account, I think that account is from the stalker. Someone they know, they're very fixated on you. There's a couple. I thought it was that guy, or I thought it was oh, did you know? Oh, you don't even know this. Oh, we got so much to talk about tomorrow. That one, remember that weird guy who was like a therapist who was hanging out with Yahoo Boy and Home Depot Jen. He was trying to be relevant for a second, and he's like a therapist, apparently. What's his name? Remember him? And then he got mad at us one time, and he doxed you. Well, he went to Sailor Moon's chat, and he said your name, your first and last name. And then Sailor Moon went back and took it out.
I saw somebody sent me that. Somebody. Why did he
her
say
name
my,
is Melanie. Yeah.
Why did he say my name? What was the purpose?
I think these people, their egos are so fragile. Like even the little, if someone blocked me or timed me out, I wouldn't talk about it. Like I got blocked by like tons of Bravo people. It was funny, you know, and because I've made like funny memes. So Jax Taylor and whatever, but they can't take it. So I think they wanted to be a part of the party and they wanted to be special. And we were like, you're not special. And so forever now he's going to hate on you. I forget exactly. We don't know him. We never did nothing to him, but he went on Sailor Moon and said it. And Sailor Lewis is his name. Yeah. And Sailor Moon apparently was like, I didn't get to hear it because she edited it by the time
I was given that. Someone told me that it was being edited. I sent you the message and thank you to whoever sent me that and everyone who supported me and helped me through that. I've said my name before, but people have malicious intent, and I'm not going around the world, you know, saying my name. But that's crazy. Thank you, Sailor Moon, as well.
Yeah, and thank you to everyone who was on that. Like, what a big baby jerk. Okay, so the mods are still, or the hags are still modding for our stalker. So whatever.
I can't.
Anyways, but I just thought it was so interesting that, of course, this racist guy is not going to follow what he says. He's racist, you know. Okay, should we get started and watch this?
Yes. Oh, well, let's say we love you guys. I'm assuming this is going to be the end. The video is going to be the end of it.
Yeah, then we'll come back, say bye, and then. Okay. So, and thank you for just making it keep raining super chats. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Jamila. Thank you so much. I'll make sure I don't miss anybody. We had a 1999 that I had highlighted for a while, but I don't know if I said thank you. So, JMO, the real one. Thank you. Okay. So let's go. Yeah, that guy is a total loser. Yup, loser. Okay, here we go. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it.
Thank you, Perfectly Imperfect. So you want to be a rogue member of mine? I got you too. I got all of you. I got the super chats. I got addresses. I got it all. You want to see a cunt? I will show you one. Did you block me yet? Like they're ruining mine. I'm gonna do it with a fucking smile on my face. A-N-N. I don't know if it's A-N-N or A-N-N-E. But it's fine. I'll hashtag it both ways. So, let's look at her. Someone make me a meme taking a shit. I need that for my thumbnail. Because she's using me taking a shit on people. So can someone make me a nice meme in her attic, taking a shit, down her daughter's throat or something like that?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
No, John, please don't do the I'm being
Please don't do daughter. If this isn't her fault, please. She really is a sweet little girl.
Not my fault. Not my fault. Not my fault.
I understand frustration, but she's so
the
innocent.
fucking bear. And you keep poking the fucking bear, and that's all.
And we need a hashtag of John. What's the
I don't give a fuck anymore.
John. How long? They're not gonna get John canceled. How long have they been trying to get John canceled? Ever since I've known of John. Like 2 years. Okay?
Get my channel canceled. Go ahead. How's that F. Robertson? How that petition's going, by the way?
Pretty well. She's over 2,500, 2,600.
That's what we need. And there you go. That's what we need. The whole main thing of. Yes.
You want to start crying, Sailor Moon and Jules? I'll give you something to fucking cry about. Watch.
I'm still waiting about this Amber shit.
I will give you something to fucking cry about.
She's back off.
You want to go live and be angry? I'll give you a reason to go live and be angry. You thought I was an asshole now? Wait. Because much like Erica Jane, I got nothing to lose. I'm channeling my inner Erica, and I'm going to get you. Because I got nothing to lose and nothing but Taco Bell.
This filter.
Did you say nothing but Taco Bell?
Mm-hmm.
Why is everybody telling me Taco Bell? I freaking love Taco Bell.
It was a housewife thing from earlier.
Yes, stay on task, girl. Stay on task.
I'm looking back to see when the first time was that I ever super chatted you.
We're doing Taco Tuesdays, and we're doing actually tacos on Tuesday. Remember, John? We're doing Taco Tuesdays, so we're gonna have tacos on Tuesday. I love tacos. I can have tacos every day.
That's
And
Cody.
every time I will make sure I set an alarm clock. When Sailor Moon goes live, I will go live 5 minutes later with all her shit and her info. When Amber goes live, I will have her fucking all of our kids' mugshots up there.
I'm gonna
Mom of the
say
year.
this, just like Sila does. Bitch, shut the fuck up, just like you told me to.
Bless your
I
heart.
have my own business, so now you mind your own fucking business too, bitch.
And I will make sure that your people think your super chats are attacked like my people are. You want to attack people that send me super chats? Oh, you will never see a super chat ever fucking again.
So now, stay out of our lives, and we'll stay out of yours, bitch. There you go, because that's what you
And
said
since
earlier.
I had the reputation
And
of
I
being,
had this shot.
no, listen,
I had the shot.
I had the reputation of being the king doxer, right? I had everyone's info, right? That's what everybody says about me. So don't think if I'm the king doxer, I can't get everyone sending you money. Dox too.
Look at this. This is gonna.
That's a threat. That is a threat.
This started September 2020. John
Wait.
Yates, John Yates, John
She's still-
Yates, John Yates, John Yates, John Yates. Do you see that? John Yates, John Yates.
No one is innocent in my eyes right now. This is full.
She's literally looking down how much she's given people in super chats. She gave someone, maybe it was Sailor Moon, she said like $700. I don't know if it was Sailor Moon, but she's like, look it. She's always distracting from
$700.
Yeah, and then she's like,
I've
look
always
it.
liked her. I think we've always liked her. Hey, Ma.
Get them colada pins over here. Okay, this is from the bad live that he did.
Look at all of that on their wall. When they get kicked out, they got to take all of that down.
Okay, and Amber, we see your super chat. Amber's
Thank you,
like,
Amber.
Sorry for that's okay. They have no grace. No, they're the worst. They're the worst. They're the worst. They're the worst. Yes, thank you, Busy, for bringing your truth. Okay, let's keep going. Fair use, bitches. Commentary.
Do you see that? John Yates, John Yates.
No one is innocent in my eyes right now. This is full blown war.
He's not even paying attention.
September
to
will
her.
be 2 years. I don't know about you.
The
Nothing's
thirst is
off
real.
limits.
The
Zero.
thirst is real.
Let me make
You
that
see-
clear with the most Erica Jerome.
Does he what?
The thirst is real. She's sitting here and he's
She-
like not caring at all. He's talking about
No.
who he's gonna dox and how he's going
She's
to threaten
ridiculous.
people's children. And she's like,
Yeah.
you remember we had tacos on Tuesdays?
Chats. I don't even remember. You know, and it's like he just needs someone up there with him because he's so weak. You know, he's such a weak man that he needs someone up there with him. So then
He's
she
not
just sits
even
out there and
paying
she's like,
attention to her.
I just want to talk about Amber's toilets and I want to talk about Sailor Moon owes me money.
Remember
like,
we
nobody
had Taco
cares.
Tuesday on Tuesday?
Yeah.
It was great. I loved it. I really loved it. He's like, oh, and I'm gonna take pictures of your children. And you remember the tacos? Taco Bell. How many people like he's not even paying attention to her at all? That's the gag. I'm like, oh, and she's there loud. Look at this. The first time I sent you too much, like, oh, you think that I'm gonna not kill you? And like he's not paying attention to her at all.
Yes, they're having two completely different conversations. And she don't care. She don't know. But this chick, she leaves at one time, I think, to go get, I don't know which live it was. There's been so many now. But she leaves at one time to go get weed. And she said she had COVID. And she goes into a weed store with no mask. And that's why people like me get COVID, because idiots like you. So the super spreader, Keister Marie super spreader.
Limits, 0. Let me make that clear. With the most Erica Girardi fucking serious is 0. Oh, what? Nothing's off limits anymore. Because you know damn well if we had fucking kids, what would be happening right now? Exactly. So fuck off.
Exactly.
I'm done.
And we talked about having kids.
I am done.
What was that?
Okay, I don't know if you guys caught that, but Chody's in the back. He's got laryngitis of the throat. Perry says a dick hit the tonsils or something. I don't know what happened to him. Okay, but that's fun. Like that, I don't know what he's talking about.
Sounds
but he was saying, I mean, yeah, I think Chody would think that was fun, you know. But he's like, I just woke up like this. Could it be that you're smoking, you know, because at least I don't smoke crystal meth in the bathroom, bitch. Was that Brandy Glanville saying that to Kim Richards on like season 2 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Sorry, Fizzy doesn't watch that series. But
No,
she's like,
but
at least I don't.
Jocelyn said it about Funky Danny.
Okay, at least I don't smoke crystal meth in the bathroom, bitch, or something. And so I think he says it just happened, but I think there's reasons it happened. So he's in the back. No, I don't want you to lose sight of the fact. I can't talk. That he said, Chody just said, we were gonna adopt some kids. This is more reasons to deplatform. These two cannot have kids. They're we gotta rewind it. Now listen very close. Just hear him on the side. Be like, because John says, what do you think they'd do if we had kids? Chody's like, yeah, we were thinking about getting some. And I was like, oh no. No.
Fuck off.
Exactly.
I'm done.
And we talked about having kids.
I am done.
And you really think that we're gonna do this? You think we're gonna actually like try to help a child out there?
I am fucking done.
Inside those, I don't. So
you wanna put memes of me taking a shit on my friends? See what? I will put a meme of your daughter taking a shit outside as my thumbnail.
Taking a shit on your friend Liz?
Look at Siwa's last thumbnail. It's me taking a shit on my.
Now, mind you, Siwa's daughter is very much a child. This isn't like an 18-year-old. This isn't Momo's 52-year-old kids that allegedly somebody's not talking to somebody. This is a kid that he's talking about. I mean, if that, and you know what the hags say? You know what Mrs. Doubtfire says? Oh no, Lucky Charms, he was triggered and having a manic episode. Say, who does? Then Momo's like, who does that? Who says that? You do.
This is crazy.
Okay, so this guy's talking about a kid, not your 52-year-old kid that don't talk to you no more because you cashed a check of theirs at the bank that wasn't yours or something.
Marie and Ann.
You didn't see it?
Oh, last daughter taking a shit outside as my thumbnail.
Taking a shit on your friend Liz?
Look and see what's last thumbnail. It's me taking a shit on Marie and Ann.
You didn't see it?
Taking a shit on Maria, and that is what you do every time you go live. That's your whole friendship. That's just a beautiful metaphor. That is a beautiful analogy of what your relationship is. You shit on everyone around you, and they ultimately become shit. They were probably shit in the first place, but they were shit with less followers, so we didn't know about this shit. So you just shine a light and put some shit grease on shit to make it more shitty.
Amen.
So, I mean, I would actually, I like that. I like that.
Last thumbnail is me taking a shit on Ann and Maria.
Funny.
Look at her channel.
I refuse.
Also, you're talking about adults versus a kid. You're such a sick individual. You go immediately to somebody's kid. Why don't you say, the equivalent would be, I'm going to put a thing of you taking a shit on Jen Bailey at the time they were friends. Or so they're one of your friends. Because that's what she did. One of your internet buddies who's not going to be your buddy tomorrow, me taking, you taking a shit on Jen Bailey, who happens to be a flip-flop, a literal flip-flop. That would be equivalent. Not talking about someone's child, you sicko. And they all say, He was pushed. He was pushed.
It was triggered.
Look at the thumbnail. Don't even open it up. Just look.
Okay, I will go look right now, just because you said so.
Nothing's off limits anymore.
Nothing's off limits.
Yeah, exactly, Christy. So watch out because I'm gonna have pictures of your kids taking shits outside.
Give me a break.
That's what's-
She is.
Yeah, exactly, Christy. So
Ma'am, there are bigger things to be worried about than your shitty friend taking a shit on his shitty friends.
Oh my God.
Ma'am, you are embarrassing yourself on the internet every
very
night telling
much
us
so.
you put meth in your asshole, but someone taking a shit on a thumbnail, a cartoon shit is what gets you, not the meth in your own bunghole. Not showing your tits on his stream, because she did.
Oh, she did?
There was tittage. There was tittage.
Okay.
Not misgendering. That's the.
She misgendered someone?
They all did. They treated Queen Tulsa like trash.
Oh,
and JY was the most transphobic you could be, saying, if you got a wiener, you got a wiener. If you got it, like that.
Wow.
Like, I'll have that. We'll get that tomorrow.
Yeah.
watch out because I'm gonna have pictures of your kids taking shits outside. That's what's up.
That's what you should be going about.
I would hate for someone's children to be put on a porn site. That would be the worst. Don't fuck with me anymore.
You said that?
Sure did.
Please stop, bitch. You're the one I need to fucking stop. What the fuck? Enough is enough. Stop it. Okay, take your own advice.
Girl, look out.
All these idiots do is read
Look
the comments.
out.
So he just said he was going to put kids on porn sites. Like, I would hate for that to happen. Nothing's off limits. And she's fighting with some bitch in the comments over some comment about her and her flapjacks. Girl,
Look out, girl.
No.
Look out. This is not a good look.
No, this is not a good. Let's just one more time so we know exactly what was said. This was a threat. He said, nothing's off limits. I'm coming for your kids. I'm going to
And
pictures of your
drop the
kids
mic
pooping.
like he did something.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate for someone's children to be put on a porn site. That would be the worst. Don't fuck with me anymore.
You said that? Now, if that's not a threat with the don't fuck with me anymore, you haven't seen my worst side. It's like, gross.
Please stop, bitch. You're the one I need to fucking stop. What the fuck? Enough is enough. Stop it. Okay, take your.
Right, and then we got what was that white rapper lady's name?
Who?
What's her name? She the I'm so fancy. You already know.
Iggy Azalea.
So we got Iggy Azalea out here trying to start fights in the comment section. I'm like, Iggy, calm down. Iggy Momo.
Take your own advice.
Done. I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm done with all their fucking shit. I'm done feeling the way I feel. I'm done with the shit and turmoil in my fucking household. I am done with people taking money out of my fucking pockets, using my fucking name. I am done.
Log off.
Done.
Like log
It's a
off.
totally healthy response for a 43-year-old
You know
man.
what, John? You do what you feel like you need to do. Whatever you have a lot of supporters. You have more supporters than haters, I assume, from what I've seen. Do what you have to do to make your family better and feel better.
I know that house stinks.
What the fuck?
Oh, I will. And I
She
am.
said, you know, I think you got a lot more followers than haters. Do what you got to do to make your family safe. Oh, so threaten children so that you and your unemployed, out of work, lazy ass husband can go get your next fix.
Amen.
I mean,
What you got to do?
this chick.
So you better be fucking careful. Threatening me? These people are trying to get me evicted from my house. Calling my landlord every fucking day.
Okay.
Oh, did they call like every place on the Seaside Heights boardwalk, one store after another, to try to figure out where we work so we can get fired from our job.
What does that sound like?
Was evicted from our house.
Mother of the motherfucking year. Sounds like Amber Roberts.
She always
Well,
brings. She brought up
people
Amber.
don't want their kids being fucked with. I suggest they shut the fuck up about me. Charles' son, he's in college, isn't he? Does the college know what his mom's up to?
First of all, he's a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. What you won't do is disrespect us. He is a member of my fraternity, and what you won't do is disrespect us.
He did.
That is one of my frat brothers. Okay,
He did.
Calm it down.
He said, "Well, you'll hear Cody say and tell me this isn't racist. Bring up something about probably drug charges or something about Cheryl's son."
Girl, first of all, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Jody does. Remember, he's part black because he had like a black stepdad or something.
Oh, girl, bye.
So he took that. I mean, these people are just the worst. And the fact that you could even follow these people.
I will take no Cheryl son slander. Never.
Yeah. They said, what do you think? Okay, let's rewind it. Because it was like, what do you think when they like to know, or the school, what the mom's doing? That you think a college age kid gives a shit what his mom is doing in menopause? He does not. Leave her alone. Leave him alone.
Just they shut the fuck up about me. Charles' son, he's in college, isn't he? Does the college know what his mom's up to?
The college is not worried.
Uh-huh. Oh, let's find out where he's at. Yeah. You know what? So, never say shit, I forgot. Let's fucking play. The name.
And she's trying to bow out.
She has 2 kids. Give me one. There you go. 1 and 2.
He writes down the name.
Who's next?
She is bowing out because of what Just said, and this man is threatening her children.
Yeah.
He's threatening her children. My frat brother.
Yeah.
She's bowing out. And Perry told us, well, my wife, and we're going to back out. He threatened y'all children.
And I didn't get the part where I think that was further along where Chody mentions drug charges or something about Cheryl's.
He threatened y'all children. Does the college know what you're... He threatened y'all children. Y'all backing out. Girl. You got some explaining to do, and you got some reevaluation to do. Girl, I don't get
back on it. Amber, call Cheryl right now. Wake her up. Call her.
He threatened your children. Like, girl, if there's anything you should go to your main channel about, he threatened your children.
Play that clip, Cheryl. Your subscribers will be eating out of the palm of your hand, also giving you super chats if we're looking at it that way.
Your children. What does the college know what he could now be trying to interfere with your son's collegiate career. Like, girl, he threatened your children. I can't.
It's obviously personal for her. Yep. It's obviously a personal, different situation that, I don't understand it. Cheryl, if you're watching, do not let him disparage your son like this.
He threatened your children and wrote down names and said I only thought you had a son. Girl, he said you got 2 kids.
You're not taking credit away from anyone, Cheryl. Get back in it. Get back in it.
He said you got 2 children. I only thought you had 1.
You leaving is only going to make him. You think they all say he quit? He'll be back in a second. You guys paid his rent this month. You gave him a little candy for your mouth, or your nose, or wherever they're putting it these days. You know, maybe in their keister with Keister Marie. But he'll be back when the money runs out. Follow the money. With everything in life, follow the money. He will be back. And you think this is going to stop him or his weirdo subscribers from contacting your son? No way. No way.
He threatened your children, girl. Like Perry, I know you love your wife, you know. He threatened your kids.
Who cares what Jess said? She implied something without even mentioning the name, and you guys went on a whole stream. But this dude threatened your son, and you're like, we're done now. We need peace. Peace.
Oh
my God.
Girl,
that butt crack, man.
I would take that back. Okay, it's been 3 hours.
We gotta go. We'll be back tomorrow. Okay. No one wants Cheryl to walk out of the movement. In fact, move it to your big move it to your big channel.
Amen.
Move it to your big channel. Okay. Thank you guys all for the super chats. Thank you, Busy Blue, for being so vulnerable and amazing tonight and sharing your situation and things you went through that are actually real and not monetized or weaponized. And thank you to everyone else and anyone out there who's, you know, struggling or anything like that. Like, we're with you. Talk to someone, do the things you need to do, take care of yourself, log off if this is too much, but we'll always be here to make you laugh, like Vera. But until then, Busy Blue, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll have a double feature.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.